It feels weird not giving the intros and shit, just jumping in. I'm like, what do I do with my hands? I don't even know. I have a routine, and now I'm not doing the routine. What do I do?
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the world of Lixus, a world of magic and conflict, a world that has been through multiple eras, and now we are here 500 years after a world-changing event from which the world of Lixus is recovering from. We are starting on the continent of Atranaxos, and let me get my map up here so that I give these names correctly. There we go. We are starting on the nation of Atranaxos, on specifically the island of Zedara, Zedara. And we are here in the capital city known as Oseron. And the capital city of Oseron was the first place where there was civilization starting to reappear after the chaining of the void and the reshaping of the divinity that affected the world in order to stop the void, the giant black hole of a problem that was threatening to overtake the entirety of the world. But here in Oneros today, you have all found yourselves near the Felled Willows Hall, a center of learning, magic, and education in the shattered islands of Ilshare, and one of the gems of Atranaxos, one of the considered a wonder of Atranaxos, and something that they very confidently look to as a point of pride for the citizens of the city here. But today we find ourselves in a tavern outside of the Willows, one that you have, it's up to you guys if you've been here before or not, but a tavern that is a humble tavern, although it is offering quite aromatic smells and a little bit of merrymaking on the inside. A tavern known as the Accidental Mind, that you all find yourselves in here today. You see things being run by a large Urson named Garcius, a bear folk who is running the show here. Dropping off different plates of food and drinks to all who are in attendance. Let's start it off. Let's do a physical description of what you guys look like and what you're doing here currently in the tavern as we get started.
Who want to go first?
Screen order. Whenever I don't say anything, I'm waiting for you guys to go screen order. That is just where my brain goes. So yeah, go. Let's start with you.
Oh God! All right, I'm not prepared for this. But all right, so first off, I'm going to be by myself, like at a little table. You guys see about 5'10", and you can't quite make out what race it is. Some dude just sitting over at a table, very stiff, very awkward, like kind of like an NPC character, you know? Just like, why is that guy like that? Like, it doesn't look like he has much emotion or like you know, like a normal person. He just like very stiff. He's got really long white hair, and he's got white robes with a leaf arrangement. It looks like he picked up a bunch of fall leaves, but with the colors all blended together, it kind of looks like his like chest area is on fire, the way he's arranged the leaves, and same with around his waist. But other than that, he has all white robes, and then just some regular old brown sandals that looks like he's just strapped together. There's like pieces of twig and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, sitting over in the corner by himself, not really talking to anyone, and just has like a single cast like thing of ale, just sitting there, just staring at it, like he doesn't really know what to do with it, and you can tell he's like never been here before. Just very awkward, very awkward.
I thought you said you weren't ready.
Well, that was on the fly. Okay, I was trying.
Hey, good job on the fly then. I guess you were ready.
Trying to pull up a picture of my guy to like kind of describe it.
Very nice. Cool. We'll go with Kevin next.
I would imagine all of a sudden the door would like burst open and in would walk this probably about a 6'2", fairly kind of lean looking human with a kind of a long black beard and close shave, black hair, human looking and ashen pallor to his skin, just pale and big kind of shaded circles under his eyes like he hasn't slept in weeks. And he just comes in and he's got a hooded dark gray cloak, and then from the waist down he's basic hide furs and stuff like that with some hide boots. And then he would just kind of be looking around real quick, and that would be my dude.
And Brendan.
So very similar to Gellert, my character is already in the tavern, probably sitting in a corner somewhere. I feel like he would look very uncomfortable, as in like he's not used to the setting that he finds himself in. He is on the taller side, probably about 6'2", 6'3". And one of the very defining features of him is a rack of antlers, and his hoofs. So he is deer folk, and he is wearing just regular like traveling clothes, probably some hides here and there. He has a bow and a little hunting dagger on his side.
Very cool. And all of you, as you're in here, despite a couple of you looking uncomfortable, it is a very nice tavern. The setting, although it is basic, there is a very natural aesthetic that for some of you makes you feel a little bit more at home. You can tell that although the construction is typical, with wood planks and boards, that there have been some areas where there have been trees grown into pillars rather than, using larger wood beams as supports. But there, besides the bear folk who is running the place, there are also two Haringen who are going around and offering drinks and food to the group. I would say for each of you, they come and offer a variety of, for food, it's mostly the big thing here is the nut bread with chili. That's the most popular dish that you see going around. There's also choufan nuts and pickled prickly pear. They do also offer a spicy rabbit jerky here, but no cooked meats. That would be the only thing they would offer in that variety. And then they have some different wines and meads as well for anybody who wants to catch anybody as they're going around. But I would say during your time in here, all three of you have your attention caught by a young half-elven woman. Looks young enough that you all assume that she is a student. And you see her going from table to table and just speaking to the people at the table. You can almost kind of watch her go through a series of looks on her faces of kind of pleading and hopeful at first, and then a bit disappointed and understanding upon leaving and going to the next table. Everybody roll a d6.
That is a 1.
2.
5. So she goes up to Rawlak first. with his imposing nature, she looks a little intimidated to walk up, but she finds you and says, excuse me, I'm looking for some help, paid help, really. I can pay to help, but um, are, are you somebody who's looking for work?
I am looking for answers. But
Answers,
do not
okay.
mind gold in meantime.
Okay, all right.
What do you need from Prologue?
Well, I'm a student at the Willows. I maybe help find answers. I do have gold though. I have a friend who's missing, another student, and I was hoping to get some help finding her. Yeah, answers. I don't. What kind of questions you asking?
What do you know about the vampire? I say, like, lean in and get like real close.
Okay.
What do you know about the vampire?
Okay. She leans back in. A little. Actually. Oh, almost nothing. But we have a ton of books. I've got a couple connections in the library there. I could probably find some information for you. I'd be happy to. And her face is looking more hopeful now. I would say the other two both notice that she's getting a little more hopeful now, talking to Rolak.
What is
Okay,
go ahead.
No, I was going to see if I could make a perception to kind of see if I can overhear some of what they're talking about.
Sure, go ahead and roll perception check. Rolak, let's have you roll a stealth check to see how quietly you asked about vampires.
Oof. That is a 10.
Okay. I was going to say, is there any way I could roll for that too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Either roll, or would passive perception come into play?
I would say for this, it's going to be contested.
Okay.
Damn.
12. I was going to say. Oh! All right, that's going to be a 25.
Ah!
Oh. And what was the stealth roll?
12?
12, okay.
Yeah.
So, I would say our dear folk here would not hear it. But Agni would.
Okay. Well, as they say vampires, Agni just magically appears, like no one sees him. He just, poof, he's there at the table. I heard you talking about vampires, and I say it kind of like just regular tone of voice. Saying,
You know of vampires?
no, I just heard you talking about it.
Why you sit down then?
I'm okay. I'll stand. I believe I'll stand.
Oh no, I thought you sat, and I was asking why you did.
No, I just appeared, and then
Okay.
like I'm like right there on you guys. So I don't know. I just heard talk about vampires, and yeah.
Yeah, the half elf will.
What about
kinda
vampires?
I don't know vampires. I was looking for help. My friend is missing, and
If you don't know about vampires, why are you talking about vampires then?
I wasn't. He had some questions about vampires that potentially we could answer for him. I'm getting a little off track here. What? My name's Galtrana. Will you? And she looks back to Rolak. Will you help me find my friend?
How much gold you say?
Look, I'm a student. I don't have much, but I've got about 60 gold right now.
Is your friend this vampire we're talking about?
No, I don't know anything about vampires. I know there's no vampires that I know of.
Oh.
She went missing on a dig with her professor, and I just need to find her. I don't think there's any vampires. I don't know why vampires got brought up. No vampires as far as I'm aware.
I
just,
asked about the
He
vampires.
just like looks around and just sits down at the table. Just
Okay. Got it.
Quick question. With observant, do I have to succeed on a perception check to read lips?
Oh, I would say not. So, given, man, I would say yeah, you'd be able to read that. I would say in some cases yes.
Yeah.
Not on this one. The 10 was enough to be able to see the lips.
Okay.
My boy. Of course, we think the same day.
And so she gets kind of a questioning look. Yeah, right. You are asking about vampires. Why? I guess I should be asking that too. Why do you need to know about vampires?
All right, so I imagine this to be one of those scenes to where all of a sudden, as Rollock starts to talk, the camera just pans into his face, slowly rotating, and you hear like the horrors of what he's talking about in the background as he speaks.
Got it.
Yeah, let me get to it real quick.
Perfect setting.
The Karu people were massacred by Dark Shadow. Rollock watched his family and friends eviscerated in front of him, and then almost being slayed himself. However, Rollock wakes next morning, alive, or at least I thought so. Beers, please.
You can see her eyes just are big. Okay, yeah. You are exactly the type of person I was looking to find. To try and help. Yeah.
There is not much help in the mountains of Karu.
Well, you look strong, and if you survive that, then hey, maybe you can help. I could split the gold. And she looks over to you, Agni. My friend, and she kind of goes off on the spiel again. My friend is missing. I'm just looking to maybe see if I can get some help outside of the school.
Rollock will help you find your friend. If you help me find answers about vampire.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
That is a 11.
11 is enough. She has a little bit of a hesitant look on her face. Sure. Yeah, I can help with that. Yeah.
Those books are in the restricted section.
Oh, I'm sure. That was the hesitant look on the face. And she looks over to Agni, and I think the more people helping, the better. If he just needs answers, I still have gold left.
I can help. I've been bored lately, especially if we're going to go find vampires. I'd like to see one.
And she starts to... Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting to him.
That sounds great. Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you both. I'm pretty worried. She's been gone for 2 days now. I'm not. She's a assistant professor. For
Rollock will go get beer, and he just gets up and walks away.
And she looks back over at you, and her face just kind of drops a little.
I'm just blank stare, 1,000-yard stare all the time. I'm just looking.
My friend's name, and she just kind of like is just like looking to see if you're fully like just listening here. But she says, my friend's name is RL. She's an assistant professor of archaeomancy. And she's been staying on site to help with the dig, and she had found something that she was very excited about. She didn't tell me about it. I don't know. I don't know if she had spoken to others about it or not. But we had a plan to get dinner 2 nights before, and she never showed. I haven't seen her since.
So-
Last I heard, she had headed out, and do you know much about the classes at the Willows and how we travel to learn?
No, I don't.
The classrooms the advanced classrooms at least, are off remote. We have the doors to the classrooms, what they call the doors, are really portals to wherever the teachers are teaching. And so she had her class 2 days ago in the morning, was supposed to be coming back, never contacted me. I never heard from her after that. She's been reported as a unexcused absence at this point, and she's been having a bit of trouble lately. So I was hoping to keep things out of official records and hoping to find her. I have a key to her place. I didn't find anything worthwhile when I was there, but perhaps somebody a bit more experienced would have luck.
Do I know what archaeomancy is?
You can roll a history check.
Yes. I was gonna say, you said that word. I said I have no idea what that is, so I'm gonna need a probably
Can I
not a
also
10.
roll its check on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause I'm
You're over
definitely-
there just
yeah.
sneaking on the conversation, so absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I got a 10.
A 10? Okay. So with a 10, you would have heard of it at least.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
I got an 18.
There we go.
18.
Also, Brooks messaged and asked if this is being streamed or not.
It's not currently, no.
Okay.
I could throw it up on the stream though afterwards for sure.
Yeah.
If there's people who want to watch it, yeah, I could throw it up.
He wanted
We were
to.
kind of running a little test, so I was just gonna record it. But if there's already people while we're doing it wanting to watch it, then yeah, for sure. So with a 10 for Agni, how do you pronounce it? Agni?
Agni.
Agni. Okay, so Agni would have heard of archaeomancers, especially at least having been in the area of the Shattered Islands. Archaeomancers specifically are like archaeologist wizards. They are historians who use magic to work towards finding and revealing things in the past. They are often based out of schools, but not necessarily based out of schools. It would be weird for them not to be, but it's not completely unheard of. There's a lot of them around the Shattered Islands of Ilshare. With a 10, you'd get general world lore that the Shattered Islands of Ilshare used to just be the nation of Ilshare. It used to just be one larger continent. And after the chaining of the void, the continent was broken into pieces, and the inhabitants who lived here were gone. They disappeared. People don't know if they were destroyed or what happened to them at all, but everything that was part of their society and civilization was left behind. And so the Shattered Islands of Ilshare have been, for some time now, a place where archaeomancers have flocked to try and, especially because of the void being centered here in the central island, especially because of that, want to study Ilshare, try and find things that had happened or may have happened that led to the void, because there's still so many unanswered questions about how that happened, where it came from, why it happened, the mechanics around it. And there are many archaeomancers who hope to find answers in the past in Ilshare. Ilshare itself isn't a terribly old place to be excavating or looking into. 500 years ago was when it was destroyed, or at least all of its people had vanished, and the land was destroyed, and any buildings that might have destroyed with it, which is quite a bit. But Ilshare was also built on the ruins of the previous civilization as well, and so there is many things to be found still by archaeomancers, and they are mainly on Ilshare, but not only. With an 18, Aspen, I would say that In particular, especially in relation to your knowledge, is that the Archaeomancers are very pushy to get to Nindaril specifically, but are not often granted permission. There are some Archaeomancers, particularly the ones who are awakened also, who are sometimes granted special access to the ruins of Ilshare that are on Nindaril, but it is very special access. I would say with an 18, however, you would know that the head Archaeomancer at the Feldwillows Hall is a Loxodon whose name is Brentorus. And he has been granted access to some of the ruins on Nindaril.
What race did you say he was?
Loxodon, elephant folk.
Oh, okay.
And I said the one who's missing name is Arel. It's Arela. Arela is her name.
And then what was the lady's name that we were talking to?
Her name was Galtrana, Galtrana. And she looks like she's a half-elf.
Okay. He just stared at her, like, would your friend be able to tell me about the void?
I mean, if you're specifically asking Canarella, I think she's had some studies in void research. It's not her specialty, though. I'm sure we could potentially work with others. There are those who are specialists of void research at the Willows.
He looks around. Where did the big man go?
And I would say, Ralak, in that time, you would have had time to go to the bar, and Garcius, the large Urson who's behind the bar, kind of gives you a very growly, "What are you drinking today?"
I will. Give me your cheapest ales.
Cheapest ale. We call that one Danger. It's a clover honey mead, silver piece.
It's better than bear's piss.
Yes, it is. And he just pours you a big cup of ale. It smells nice. Kind of a sweet mead.
Thank you. Pay him however much it's worth.
Just a silver, yeah.
I know. As I get back to the table, Rolluck would just kind of crash down, sit down. Yes, now. Where is your friend?
Here's the key to her place, and just kind of hands over a metal key. She stays at some of the lodging in the halls. I don't know where she is. I think she's missing. And she kind of starts to talk slowly to you too. She's missing.
I think Rollock's gonna just hammer back the ale that he just bought and then smell the key.
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check.
That is a 21.
A 21. So it mostly just smells like metal, just like some older iron metal. you do catch the interesting thing is that you catch different whiffs of herbs. It's kind of minty, almost lemon balmy. With that high of a perception check on smelling the key, you'd assume that that Galtrana here has herbs. Maybe she's an alchemy student, but at least has herbs that she's working with.
All right. Where is Locke?
It's in the Willows and the student lodgings there, and she gives you a number that is just the number that she's at, and it's not really like security or anything in there, but there are magical defenses in the Willows in general, and there are, we don't have guards to get in, but if something happens, they can send those who will stop you.
We have key. What is problem?
I don't know. I am a little worried. I don't know why. I just try not to.
Can I insight any of this?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She just looks nervous. She rolled up to you two guys and can't really get a message across, and she's nervous and desperate and not really like, hey, this could be a chaotic solution, but I guess I gotta go with it.
So as they're talking, I feel like I've heard enough. I'll walk up and just very bluntly say, how much to find your friend? It doesn't look like these two are going to be very much help.
60 gold pieces is what I have to offer, and potentially information from the library for those who want that type of thing.
Now, does he have hooves or does he have feet?
Yes, hooves.
You make loud clip clop on the way over here.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at him and look back to Galtrana, and she already gave the key to Rollick, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because he had to smell it. It would have been weirder if he just like while she's holding it, just
smells good.
Yeah. So she said 60 gold pieces. So I'm just gonna head towards the willow. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna clap Agni's shoulder with a fairly iron grippy. Shall we go then?
He just looks at him and just gets up and follows Aspen. Doesn't say a word.
You lead the way, I guess. I'll follow. I'm just gonna leave her at the table.
she's just
no one says anything.
Yeah, just walks right past her.
What? For the audience, I guess, because you guys leave. Just, what did I do? Oh God! Gets up and walks off. And you guys are close to the Felled Willows Hall here. It doesn't take long for you guys to get there, but you exit the tavern here to a pretty busily bustling street. Atranaxos itself is one of the largest cities on Lixus. It is a city that is very, very focused on trade, and you can see that walking through the street here. It is a very busily, bustly street with not just the tavern here, but different shops, mostly industrial or shop stuff here. Not a lot of housing. It's not really residential, but it is still very busy nonetheless. And you can see as you look out the familiar green and blue outfits of students at the Willows. And as you get closer to the hall itself, which is very apparent on the horizon, you see more and more of these green and blue outfits. And depending on how much time each of you has spent in Atronaxos, you know that trade is king here in this city. There is a group of elected leaders who kind of rule over the city, but the goal is for everybody to make as much money as possible here. And after the Chaining of the Void, Atronaxos was much more welcoming of some of the other nations, and the Awakened that were here welcomed them, as opposed to Nindaro, which was a little bit more shut off and wanting to keep to themselves. And so with Atronaxos history and a much more open and trade-focused trade focus here, you can see that walking through the city. You see a variety of different species. You see Awakened, primarily. I would say that overall there's probably about 40% of everybody that you see is Awakened of different varieties. But you also see humans and elves, half-elves, gnomes, dwarves, and then you also see every now and then an orc here or there, and even walking out in much more ornate than the student uniforms. Looks like they might be a professor or of a higher rank than the students, but a odd octopus humanoid-like creature that you would know is not Awakened, but is has been around for at least thousands of years before the Awakened were, and a odd octopus-looking creature called an Octangenti, known for their arcane abilities. And as you approach, what you guys see is a very natural but monumental sight. It seems to be a mixture and a representation of what Atronaxos is, and that is a blending of the natural magic to meet the industry that was welcomed in. And there is one long rectangular building, and calling it rectangular is not quite right because it's very rounded edges. It looks more like at first when you see it, it looks more like a giant tree of a size that would be impossibly big that has been tipped over. But what you can see is along the length of this long structure that there are four willow trees, that they are giant of them in and of themselves, and seem to be the central areas in this long, large hall. All of you can roll a history check at this point if you would like to see if you know a little bit about the history of the Feldwell's Hall.
It's a 17.
Okay.
A 14.
I'm gonna auto fail this.
Understood. So, and that fits well with the characters and their vibes. With a 17 and a 14, Agony and Aspen, both of you two would know that the Feldwell's Hall is not just a place of learning, but a place of foundation for Atronaxos and for the city of Oseron here. And that after the Chaining of the Void, the first I wouldn't call them pioneers necessarily, but the first who visited the islands to come and find out what had happened, to try and find out why the void appeared, to find out what happened to the residents of Ilshare, that there were already 4 willow trees that, although not these exact ones, that were here in Ilshare, and that whatever power was released during the Chaining of the Void, that those 4 original trees fell. And when the first travelers arrived here in order to find out what happened, They saw that the trees had been destroyed, and despite them not being from the area, many knew of their strong magics and really just importance and the anchor of nature magic around Ilshare. And within a week of the first travelers seeing these giant willow trees having fallen, new trees began to grow out of the trunks. And as those trees began to grow, the first awakened started to appear. And that was when more druids, more practitioners of natural magic were brought over to what is now Atranaxos, and to the island here, the island of Zidane. And in doing so, realized that the natural magics that ran throughout the world were now much more concentrated on the Shattered Islands. That whatever was causing these creatures to awaken was also tied to the regrowth of these 4 willow trees. And as those trees grew, within a year, they had grown back to their original size. And the old trees were, in as natural a way as possible, kind of put to rest. And when possible, were also used in the construction of the hall that was meant to protect the new willow trees, but as well to extend their magic outwards and make this a place of learning, and a place of acceptance, and a place where anybody from across Lixus could come and learn. And that while they awakened a new group that had to come to their own and find out who they were, could use the halls as a landing point, a place where they knew they'd be safe, where they could learn and come into their own. And as you all walk in, on one edge of this kind of rectangular hall, it's not doored, it's covered, but it is an open-ended entrance that is a large kind of semi-half circle. And you see hundreds of people walking through these halls. And as you look inside, you can see torches and shops and buildings that are built into the actual wooden walls that seem to be extended out, not just planks of wood that were put in place and nailed in, but pieces of wood that were drawn out of the building and the things that were already in place. Welcome to the Willows. There are signs enough pointing to different places, but the first set of signs that you see points to lodging is one of the options, shops is one of the options, classroom entrances are another, and then administration is what you see on this side of the building as well.
What key was given again?
It was a key to Arella's lodging, basically, to her student housing that she had here.
Is there a number on the key at all?
He gave you a number. Yeah, he gave you a good number.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It was 34 BCA.
34 BCA, you got it. BCA, that's got to be complicated.
Yeah, see, I was already backing that up in my head. I was like, well, it's actually the place in that line of 3. BCA is,
there you go.
So B is the floor, C is the number of doors to the right, and then A is actually the style of unit. So
Agni would just start walking towards lodging.
Yeah, straight follow.
Yeah.
Got it. Easy enough. As you guys walk, you can see that at least half of the people that are walking around here are wearing the green and blue outfits that the students here seem to be wearing. And as you travel through, it feels like this very, man, this is going to sound cheesy to say, but Rainforest Cafe on steroids. It feels like this very natural feeling area. Very wooded. There seems to be like natural areas with ponds and like almost like it's large enough in here to have almost small parks even. that are just natural areas for different animals. You can see on one of the parks, it looks like there is a group of younger students who are gathered around an elven teacher who's kind of putting off some little illusions, and they kind of back up a little bit and then kind of look forward, and you see them taking notes as they do. But you make your way to the lodging, and the closer you get to the lodging section, there is mostly students that you see here. And you find the stairs to the second floor, and then go down the way, figuring out where you're supposed to find it. I guess at the very least, roll me a perception, or not perception, investigation check here. It's a place that you guys aren't familiar with. Not a high DC, more representing how long it will take you guys to find it.
14.
Okay.
Say 10.
6.
I would say, yeah, Aspen narrows in pretty quickly on how the lodgings are arranged for the students here.
This is
Roll
where
out-
I would have gone too.
Yeah. Relax seems very distracted.
This is wild place.
Before getting to the room, I would try to take a peek around and see if there's anyone kind of suspicious around the area, or if there looks are there any windows or anything?
No, so it's kind of an interesting setup. The walls look like they're kind of built out of or rather the lodgings themselves look like they're built out of the walls and kind of extend out. It's hard to tell the depth from the inside to the outside and how deep it goes. But it looks like, as you're walking by, when you can see somebody close the door, it almost looks like a really interesting stone floor setup and more typical construction on the inside. No windows that you can see though.
Okay, then I guess I would look to see if there was any damage to the door or anything out of the ordinary.
Not that you can tell. No, everything seems okay on that. Just rolling that in with the investigation check you've done at this point. Seems like a normal door. Nothing that you can tell out of the ordinary so far.
Yeah, I tossed the key to Aspen.
And just one last thing before opening the door, I would listen to see if I heard anything from inside.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. And I believe with advantage.
Yes. That is 15.
Okay. Sounds quiet. Don't hear anything on the other door.
All right. I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and there's a kind of a little entryway in here. There are some plants that are in there. It kind of looks nice on entering. And beyond that is a very modest lodging. It's kind of all one room. There is a bed. It doesn't look like there's any cooking area or anything. As you walk into the door, there's the entry that you're in, and the bed's off to the right. Off to the left, it looks like there is a chair. Some chairs around a table. On one side of the wall, it looks like there's a cabinet with some basic storage stuff. On the wall on the inside here, it looks like there's a weapon rack with mostly training weapons. There's a couple things it looks like a desk where she's taking some notes. It looks very cluttered. It's a overall, obviously a student's lodging, if not an advanced student's lodging, but very scattered, not super clean. Kind of just a basic lodging in here in general.
I'm going to go to the desk.
Okay.
Just kind of start looking at what's on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
7.
Mostly papers about archaeomancy. You do see that there's a recent paper talking about Ilshare and their archaeomantic efforts before the Void. Yeah, there's like a there's a couple books. They mostly look like they're there for research. As far as you can tell, there is like one rolled up piece of paper. It's kind of rolled up almost in a scroll way. Yeah, that's about what you see on the table.
I'll check out that scroll.
Yeah, you untie it, open the scroll. It doesn't say much. It does seem to be a draft of a letter to you recognize the name Brentoris, and the letter speaks about the professor Davonar, Professor Davonar, professor of archaeomancy that she studies under. That he is not considering her findings to be sufficient for further research. And it's a draft letter. It doesn't look like it's been sent or anything, but it looks like she's scribbled out here, put a name, a different word, but that the professor is not taking her work seriously.
So it was a letter to Brentoris?
To Brentoris. So Brentoris is the head of archaeomancy at the school.
Yeah.
And there is Davonar, who is the professor of archaeomancy that Arella studies under.
Okay. Gotcha.
And Arella is an associate professor.
I think Rollock would just stroll right into the center of the room and take a big whiff.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that perception check.
It's a 13.
A 13. Okay, let's see. You catch the thing that sticks out to you very specifically is that you catch a little bit of the scent of silver, like the metal silver, with a 13, and you follow that. There is one weapon that is on the weapons rack that is not a training weapon or a wooden weapon. It looks to be a short sword that has like a silver inlay on the handle. Looks pretty nicely made.
Are there any like distinguishing features on it or anything like that?
Picking it up, actually, it's new enough that it almost seems to have like a bit of twine around it with a small bit of parchment that has a price tag of 40 gold. And on the other side, it says the Silver Forge.
This is very nice. And I just put it in my belt.
Okay. You can add a short sword to your inventory. It is a very nicely made short sword.
Is there anything? Can I just do a general glance around the room as well?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check as well.
Devote the sword.
Stealing from the missing woman.
Off to good start, yes. 19.
Okay. With a 19, let me check something real quick. Okay, got it. All right. With a 19, you look over at Aspen, who's looking at the stuff on the table. I would say you catch a glimpse that. What languages do you speak?
Dwarvish, Giant, and Primordial.
Dwarvish, Giant, Primordial. Okay, got
And
it.
a little common.
I would say a little common. I love it. Good one. I would say the only thing that you notice is that 19 is pretty high. It looks like one of the books that is on the table that Aspen's looking at. You can see that there's a piece of paper sticking out the bottom of it, almost like something was ripped out of it.
Hey, Klops, what is that? And I point at it.
I hear it and don't respond.
Hey. 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 Hey, what is that? And I go up and I start tapping his shoulder.
Oh, you're talking to me. Name's Aspen, not Klops.
Noted.
What are you talking about now?
And I reach over and there's just a paper in a book. Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah, not like a full
page.
piece of paper, but like you could see that there's a little piece that almost looks like it. You could tell something's been ripped out of that book.
Oh, okay. And I just like pull the book and kind of hand it to Aspen. It looks like something's been pulled out of it.
I will take a look.
Mm-hmm. You open it up. It is a book that is written. It's handwritten, so it looks like it's either notes or a journal of some sort. Does anybody read or write Gnomish?
I do.
Interesting. Okay. So you do see that it's a journal, very much so, and that this is her personal journal. And you go to what was pulled out, and it looks like it was within the last week. There was a page that had been pulled out. But as you're reading through, since you speak Gnomish, you catch a couple different journal entries. The first one is a journal entry about an Aarakocra student named Altaria, who is always staring at her, and she thinks that there's some kind of hostility there. She seems to be like, why is she always staring at me? I think she hates me.
What was the name? Sorry.
Altaria, Altaria. Aria. The next journal entry, and this is before the one that was pulled out. The next journal entry is about the other assistant professor making unwanted advances. His name, let's see here, let me make sure I get that right. There we go. His name was Ryu, Riu, and he's a human male. And essentially just it lays out that he's continuing to try and get her to go out to the tavern. She continues to say no, and he continues to be frustrated.
That was RYU. We were about to have a fight on our hands.
No, sir, RIU. Ryu. And then the third journal entry is the last one that's in there, and it is about the Professor Davenar being resistant to... she found out that Professor Davenar was resistant to bringing her into the program as an associate professor at all.
And that's the archaeomancy program?
Correct. Well, she was already an archaeomancy student, but essentially bringing her in as an associate professor as an advanced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interdepartmental conflict.
Yeah, right. She's associate professor, but also still advanced student. It's that kind of situation.
Gotcha.
And then I'll relay all that to the two. Just be like, well, from that and this scroll I found, it seems like we have a few leads.
Was there anything good in the journal? Or was this woman having bad time all the time?
I'll keep flipping back.
Roll an investigation check.
21.
With a 21, she was having a bad time, absolutely. So she was having problems with wanting to continue the program as an advanced student. She felt like she had continued to meet resistance at different levels, and you could see there's some wondering about now. Is there somebody specific who's trying to stop me from doing things? There was in the past a issue with using restricted magic, but she doesn't say specifically what it was. Just, well, I used it. I know I wasn't supposed to, and they found it. Like I should have realized they would have. And once that happened, there had been quite a bit of just like dealing with problems. It seemed that whatever using this restricted magic was had caused her quite a bit of grief. And with kind of putting the dots together of her friend mentioning that she didn't want to have whatever's going on here be on the record, but she's still worried about her, that might be tied into that.
So the prohibited magic can be for being Davinar resisting to allow her to join the program, and then the other issues. So it could almost be seen as like kind of a trigger, like why she wouldn't want to be, or why they wouldn't want her in the program.
Correct.
Okay. So she brought the issues on herself.
Essentially, so yeah, that's what reading through the journal, it seems like that. But there's some acknowledgement of that in the journal, but there's also a level of like thinking that people are out to get her rather than actually dealing with the consequences.
But then on top of that, she might be on to certain things based on that letter she was going to write to Brent Torres.
Potentially.
All right. Make sure both of them know all of that.
Well, who do we talk to first?
Well, we have Davinar, we have this human male, which probably isn't too much of a problem. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's tied to the archaeomancy stuff. Just more of her.
Still
just not
could be
wanting this guy.
reason why the girl is gone.
It could be. And then there, Cochrane, which I would probably put at the bottom. Just seems like some tension. I would say Davinar, honestly.
A lot of creeps here.
As you guys are saying that, you hear over by the door something clicking.
I look at it.
You look at it. The door isn't doing anything, but you look at it. Go ahead and roll a perception check, I guess.
So there's a sound. I'm going to look at it. I look in that general direction. That's going to be an 18.
An 18. Okay. You recognize the sound of a lockpick hitting a lock.
I think we have another lead, and I point over and start walking in that direction. It's from the outside. That's coming in, right?
Right. Somebody.
Yeah,
It
okay.
seems like somebody from the outside coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there quietly and put my hand on there, get ready to open it.
Yeah, is there like a spot near the door where I could like creep or like hide somewhere?
I could show you guys what it looks like if you'd like.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
I
let's
would
do
love to
that.
see 'em.
Smell a fight.
No, it doesn't always have to be a fight.
Oh, it's about to be.
I just picture Agni just walked in and just probably still standing by the door, just like staring at a wall.
Well, not at the
Blank
wall.
slate.
Just like blank staring at the room. Just like it's not really much in here to do, you know.
It's a fucking robot.
Yes, 100%. right.
Fuck, there's an entryway.
Here I am talking while muted again, as usual.
Hmm.
I've got mini C's for you guys. Flashforge software is terrible right now, and for some reason, every print I do has a horizontal shift. So I'm working on fixing that. For now, though, the satyr will be Aspen. This tiefling we've got for Agni,
Sweet.
and a previous marshal.
Hey, all right. I was
Kevin's
wondering.
For I had to, man. I had to.
I was gonna say. I was like, I got that dude there. I wonder.
I had to do it. All right. So, if Aspen is moving up here to the door, Agni was standing at the wall up front.
Well, he would turn towards the door, seeing all the commotion. He just
Turn
stand
towards the door.
there.
Okay, got it. And I'm sorry. I said Aspen. Rollock was at the door, and Aspen was doing other things.
I would be on the other side of one of those walls near that little entrance into the entryway.
Okay. This wall or that wall?
We'll do the one that Agni's by.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rolak, you hear the lockpick. You can hear it pushing up the pins.
I kind of just look back at the other two and kind of give them a thumbs up, like questioning, like are you ready?
You get a blank stare from Agni.
Oh, yeah. This guy.
Yeah, I'll just return that thumbs up.
I'm going to rip open the door and grab whoever's doing it and try to throw them up against the wall behind me.
Okay.
Or just pull them inside and throw them. Yeah.
Can I hold an action?
Sure. What's your action?
I'm gonna hold Charm Person.
Interesting. Okay.
I would also like to close the door if I succeed
Okay. Interesting.
and lock it again.
Okay.
In order of
So
burger.
roll-
That's not too much to ask. No, shit.
One should be the girl we're looking for.
Yeah, right.
It's her. What are you doing in my house?
Where is
You open the door. Rolak, you see three figures. There's one who is bent down, kind of over to the who was trying to do the lock, who looks very surprised that you have just opened the door.
Mhm.
And then two who are wearing green and blue students' outfits behind them.
I am going to go with the same plan.
I figured I just wanted to tell you what you saw before I actually played that out.
I appreciate that. To be quite honest, I didn't even expect there to be more than one, which is a failure on my part.
All right, so Rolak, go ahead and roll me. This is going to be a grapple check. And roll me an athletics check to see if you can grab them and throw them against the wall.
Oh, that is a 2 for a total of 5.
Oh,
Okay, they definitely beat that. And that's not good. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. There we go. They definitely beat that. So you reach out and try and grab them. You reach out and try and grab a collar because they're down trying to pick the lock. And as you do, they just kind of with a very easy move, take their hand, roll it over yours, and just push it away without you being able to do that. If you're trying to cast Charm Person now, you have an opportunity. Otherwise, we're rolling initiative.
I will still do it.
Okay.
So we aren't fighting yet.
True, we aren't fighting yet. That was a
So-
grapple check, not an attack.
It
That's
was a
very
friendly
important.
one. Super
Yeah,
soft.
very.
hand.
So he won't get advantage on the save.
Yeah, it's a DC 13 Wisdom.
13.
The grapple was done with a smile.
That's a natural 2.
So as soon as the door opens, I whisper to Saku, and Saku appears in the person's face and charms them.
Ooh, okay, got it. And for you, Rolak,
I was
you
gonna say, do I get
just see
Saku
the
ass or what?
you just see the guy. Yeah, you just see the guy deflect your grapple, and then just look up at something that's not you, and then smile. Oh,
What the fuck?
sorry. Now let's see. So the way
Why
charm
your-
person
why
works
does
is
your
he
face
thinks
look
you're a friend, so he's smiling, but he looks up at you, Rolek, and says, "If you'd be so kind to get out of my way, I've got things to do in here."
Come inside. I'm still gonna close the door if I can and lock it then.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, Rolak.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
And the other one's a 19.
So the two who were outside just
casually close.
Rolak, for a second, you see them, and their eyes are just wide as their faces have a look of what the fuck is going on.
It's like,
As
oh,
Rolak
you must know
closes the
them.
door, as he's closing the door, he just gives him the one moment sign with the finger as like wait, and then just click click.
That's amazing. Oh no!
And that was probably like that was probably the lockpicking guy. Like, just standing there like, what the?
I am going to do my best to barricade the door.
Okay. Rolak says, "No need for that. They're friends of mine."
I'm going to do my
I'll
best to barricade the door.
Yeah, I'll step out and invite my friend into the main area.
This is our house now.
Right. So you invite him in? Sure. What? Let's see here.
Before he says anything, I would ask him what he's there for.
Okay. Persuasion with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Well, friend, you should probably leave here. We are here to look for evidence that might give the location that damn Varela found. And we were given orders to kill anybody who might know where it is also, so it'd be best for you not to know.
Know where what is? As I like just appear at his hip. Just boop. Hello.
It's just, who are you?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's a friend. We're all friends here.
All right.
Who gave the order?
Who gave the order to come here?
Yes.
Well, of course, that was Kendar.
Ah, yes, Kendar.
Qundar.
Qun.
Sorry, Quendar.
Quen. Of course, Kendar. What's Kendar up to? How's he been?
Oh no.
A bit worried. He says, a bit worried. Ryu has unfortunately been blabbing his mouth again. And now we're trying to clean up his mess. And at that point, you guys hear, hello?
Sorry, just writing some stuff.
One moment. We are almost done. Thank you.
No, let us in now.
5 more minutes.
No, now.
Please come back later.
Okay.
And Rolak, you hear behind you a loud as the door, you see dust coming off the door as if something hit it. Not even just like something central, like somebody kicking at her shoulder, like the entire door. And you see it start to splinter inwards.
Please try again.
Is that the only way in and out?
It's the only way we know of currently. And as he says that, the door blasts through. Let's see, Rolak. Let me get everybody where we were at here. So this new guy was in here talking to Aspen.
I was gonna say, can I do something as soon as that door explodes?
Yeah, for sure.
Wait 1 second. Where was it? So as soon as the door explodes, I'm going to like quickly look back and I'm going to cast Entangle on the doorway.
Oh shit! Fucking A.
Just he said 1 minute.
All right, what's the save on that?
So it just happens. It's like,
They have to make a save to be restrained or not, though, don't they?
no. 1 second. From the ground in a 20-foot square. It just turns it into difficult terrain. And creatures, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. Okay. So yeah. Against my spell save DC, where in the hell?
And what's your spell save DC?
Mimi Brain don't work so well. Where is that?
That's above. So if you click spells, then you go to the top of that. It will show your spell save DC.
Oh, okay. 14.
14, nice.
Yeah, strength 14.
And as he's doing that, can I search the room for any other ways out?
Oh, in here, I'd say you can make a quick perception check while he's doing that. I wouldn't give it more than that, though.
23.
23. Okay, doesn't look like it.
Fantastic.
Weird. What size is this? The cube for Entangle?
20-foot square.
20-foot square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, centered right on the door.
How far away from the door am I?
Yeah.
You're in it.
Not even 10 feet.
It's okay.
All right. So, if you're centering it on the door, that's centered. I think Rolak would be just outside, unless Rolak. Oh no, you were barricading the door. Yeah,
I was
said you were
standing,
barricading
back
the
up
door.
against the door, holding it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
The door did open inwards, right? This would have made
It
sense.
blasted inwards. I actually need you to roll a dex save for me.
Sweet.
That's not going to quite work.
I wouldn't put
On
it
top of
past
that.
Rolak to hold the door, even if it did open to the outside.
Yeah.
But that's either here or there now. That is going to be a 12.
12. Okay. So you're going to take 2 points of piercing damage from the splintering wood coming in. The rest just explodes in around you. And for their saves, first one. And it's strength specifically, huh?
Yes.
Bummer.
Oh.
That's a fail.
But nerdy magic students aren't physically
That's a
strong.
fail. Both are fails. So they are both restrained there. Now, I will say, it is time to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, all right, there we go.
That is a 7.
Oops. Okay.
I finally have a positive initiative, and I still roll like crap.
15.
Hey,
Agni, nice.
it's an 11 for Rollout.
All right, well then, 15 goes first. Agni, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot. Let's. All right, let me make sure I got that. And then I am going to cast I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on
Okay.
the two. It's a 20-foot cube, but I'm going to cast it to where it just hits the two outside the door
Okay.
and not Rolag.
Okay. That will drop concentration on Entangle.
Will it?
Yes.
Never
They're both
mind.
concentration. So,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Never
Either one or
mind.
the other.
Oh, okay. Well, son of a turd.
My whole plan.
It's okay. We got backup plan. To say, will summoning something drop my concentration?
Only if it's a concentration spell also?
I don't believe it is.
If I'm thinking what it is, no, I don't think it does. I think it's just a class.
It'll have a little C next to the duration if it does in a...
I do not see a C.
Should be good then.
All right. We're going to summon my wildfire spirit.
Yeah.
Right in between the two boys outside. It's just going to be a little fox. Little fire
Little fox?
Little fire fox, you know?
Little Firefox? Call it Mozilla.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
have...
I need them to make dex saving throws for me, too.
Ooh, nice. Okay, I don't have a Firefox, but I do have a 9-tailed fox right now, so we're going to go ahead and use that for now.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping.
All right, you said deck saves for those two?
Yes.
All right, the one on the left. God. 9, so it's probably a failure.
Fail.
A natural 1. They're doing dog shit.
All right, then they are both going to take... Ooh, shit rolls. 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. They both scream out, ah! They both seem to be humanoid. Can't really tell much besides they are wearing students' clothing here at this point.
And... I'm trying to figure out now. And then after it appears, it's going to run into the room right up next to Rolak and kind of stand at his feet.
For sure.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Does Rolak have to make a deck save because he's in range?
Of
What dealt the damage to the two students from the wildfire spirit?
whenever it gets summoned, it pretty much just lets out a burst of fire within. It's everything within 10 feet of the spirit.
Shit. Okay.
So
All right. Well, then it is the two outside the door's turn. Then they are restrained. They only have one target they can see because he is blocking the hell out of the door.
Standing right in the fucking doorway.
The first one is going to make its attack. Does a 14 hit Rolak?
It does not.
So you feel that kind of same force that you could tell buckled the door hit against your back, but you just bunkered down and boom, withstand it. You don't take any damage from that one. The second one is going to do the same. And that is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
That will hit, okay. So 17, that is going to be 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force damage.
While bracing for the first one, you have to take a bit of a step forward, and that puts you just enough off to just boom, take the full brunt of the second one. That does take it to your turn, however, next.
All right, Josh, I got a mechanical question I don't think we discussed yet.
Cool, hit me with it.
That's
That's why we're doing this one. That's the exact reason.
For that bite mechanic, the sub or the racial bite is an action.
Uh-huh.
Rage is a bonus action. Where are we going to land with that?
We're going to land bonus because you have to hit it to land it, so you can still bonus it.
Okay, sweet.
So it buffs the bite, but it nerfs the rage.
So I'm going
make
to... Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to... it's going to be difficult terrain to get out to them. But I would like to leap out of the door and kind of land pretty much right on top of the one to the left. The highest one up there.
Dope. Yeah, for sure. They are just right outside the door, so you, with your strength score, should have enough. Actually, how far can you jump? No, that should be fine. Yeah, because they're only like 5 to 10 feet away, so you should be fine.
As I kind of Spider-Man leap through the doorway and over the entanglement, I'm going to draw a dagger, and I am going to try and plunge it into his neck.
Okay, absolutely.
Get
Go
a
roll
little
the
cut in
attack.
there.
Good old throat, Nick.
Throat neck. Oh shit, that's a 9.
9. A 9 will not hit.
Okay. And then since that goes wide, I am going to use my bonus action to Fang Bite.
Okay.
That is a natural or a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the Fang Bite feature to heal myself
Okay.
for the damage done, which is a total of 5. And then I'm going to rage. And that's the end of my turn. So you guys see, like, as he like chomps down onto his neck, as he draws the blood out, you can see this. You can almost see the temperature around his skin just get colder and drop a little bit, and his muscles start to get more sinewy and larger and inflate just a little bit as he's sucking blood.
All right. Next is Aspen.
All right. I'm going to look at my new friend. I'm going to say, sorry, new friend. And I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. What are you doing? Why are you casting on me?
I'm just going to cast. I'm not going to say anything.
Actually, that drops. Are both concentration?
It probably is.
I'll say if so, then they're no longer charmed. Not that it would matter. They're about to not be charmed anyways.
Actually, it's not. Charm
Hunter's
person is
Mark?
not.
Oh, charm person's
concentration.
not. Okay. Okay.
It just lasts an hour.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Hunter's Mark. Then he continues and says, "Why are you casting me?"
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, great. I was a bit worried.
And then before he can react to anything, I am going to make a quick slash with my short sword.
I'll give it to you with advantage.
Ooh. Let's see. Uh, 19.
A 19 hits.
All right. So it's Hunter's Mark, my short sword, and then I'm also going to use my. God, where is it? So many things. Dreadful Strikes.
Okay.
So as I strike him, Saku is going to whisper just evil stuff in his ear.
Hell yeah. He gets this odd look on his face as he kind of looks around, concerned about the voices he's hearing, enough to put him off guard for the attack.
All right. So for the short sword, that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
4 for their Hunter's Mark,
Nice.
and 2 for the Dreadful Strike.
Well, shit. Pretty damn good. You see him, fuck, and some blood start to come out of his ears. You fucker. And he just shakes it off, realizing that the charm had been in place. You see him reach down to a belt and start to grab for a dagger as well.
And yeah, I believe that's my turn.
Okay. He looks a bit worried, and Agni is in front of the fucking way for him to get out.
Hello.
That voice will work. works super well for doing that. So, yeah, he's going to pull out a short sword from the other side of the belt and take 2 swipes here at Aspen, who just attacked him. First one is probably not going to be a hit. 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Second one is an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
All right. So there's something at least. And that's going to be 10 points of short sword. Yeah, piercing damage. As he takes it and just stabs upwards while you are dodging the previous attack. Then they are going to use cunning action for their bonus action and disengage. 25, 30. Come back here by the table.
Boo.
Agony's up.
Disengage.
So I can take an action and a bonus action, right?
Yeah, you got all your shit. Yeah.
Oh, sweet, beautiful. All right. Well, so I'm just gonna look at the guy that ran away, be like, where, like, why are you running? Just seeing that it's it's futile. Why are you running? And then I am going to. How far away is he?
From you, let's see,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Beautiful. I'm going to 1 second. Shit. Well, I should have thought of this. He's too far away. You said he's 35?
35 from you, yeah.
I'm just gonna walk towards him to where he gets within 15 feet of me.
Let's see, that would be 15 there.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm just gonna raise my hands up and cast Burning Hands.
Fuck.
Just as I'll be like, it's all right.
Is
Your
that
sins will
cone?
wash away.
All right. And as fire leaves your hands,
I was gonna say, doesn't he need to make a save or something?
yeah, that's what I'm rolling right now.
Oh, okay.
The dex for that one.
Yeah,
It's a 15 for the save.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, the save is 14, so he's only gonna take half.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. That's gonna be. He's gonna take 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. And he yells out, ah! Pats him with little fires.
I'm just like, bonus action. I guess my fox is going to move. It's as I'm kind of focused, I'm going to have my fox move in on me, move its 30 feet up to me. And for bonus action, my fox is going to. I kind of look confused, like why didn't he burn? And then I just motion to my fox, and he's gonna flame seed the guy.
Oh, nice.
So
I believe that's an attack roll, right?
yeah, it says your spell attack modifier to hit. So that's of course at the top. +4. Okay, so yeah, he's going to attempt to do that.
Yeah, go and roll the attack.
Ooh, that's going to be an 18.
An 18 hits?
Yep. And then what does it mean? It says 1d6 plus PB fire damage.
Proficiency.
Yeah, there you go.
Proficiency bonus? Okay.
Should be, what,
Good.
2?
Where the hell is that bitch at?
Should be 2.
Yeah, it should be
Okay.
2. It's-
Okay. Then.
should be near your AC.
All right, he's just gonna take 3 more fire damage.
Okay. Hey, 3, man.
Yeah, but trying to
He's looking pretty hurt now after taking the sword hit, the burning hands and the flame seed. You see burns and now blood dripping from the wound that Aspen left.
I'm just very confused as to why he didn't burn. Still looking at him like, what? And then that's it for me.
All right, got it. All right, so the 2 outside have their turn next. They are both out there. The one, man, I think they're both gonna freak the fuck out at what's happening with Prologue. Getting them, and they are not. Yeah, that's. Let's see here. Yeah. So the one that Prologue attacked, that one's gonna attack first. They're gonna use their magic flare attack. Prologue, you feel the hand being placed on your torso, and you feel like an arcane glow coming from it. And that is a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
I should move.
So the
Steps to the
I
side.
should move now. The other one, because this
That
is
looks painful.
potentially a melee attack. Also, this one's going to move around. Oh, does it have? Let's see. How would you have done this out here? Yeah, they can go this way. Okay, so the other one's going to come and try and get around you so that like you're on top of them. The one who you bit, they come around and they're going to try and flank you and attack with that attack.
Okay.
Not much better though. 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, you just fucking stand there while they are blasting this force damage at you. You just take the hits. Your turn next.
I'd like to stow the dagger and draw the great sword, but I'm not sure how that mechanically works.
Bonus action to swap is usually what I go with.
Okay.
Free action to pull or bonus action to swap.
You should
So if
have
you don't
come
have a
back
weapon out,
later.
you can just pull it.
Yeah, you should have come back later, and I draw the great sword off the back as it like just plops to the ground, and then I'm gonna do a pretty big arcing swing at the guy I've been attacking.
Yeah, go for it.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
And that will be 10, 11 points of slashing damage.
Shit, nice. Yeah, you slice down now, and they just kind of stumble backwards. They're still stuck and entangled, so they're almost like tripping over. Please, no.
Yes. Da. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Aspen, you're up next.
All right. You said bonus action to swap.
Bonus action swap.
Okay. I'm gonna be pulling out my longbow
Okay.
and gonna make an attack on my former friend.
Yeah, go for it.
17.
That hits.
Okay. That is another 17 total.
Oh shit! So they're gonna use their reaction and uncanny dodge, and reduce that down. And as the arrow goes, you line up the headshot and you pull back, and as the arrow leaves the bow, before you even see it fly, you're expecting this to be the kill shot. But right as it gets to them, they just do the last minute turn, and it just slices across their face, leaves a big gash. It hurts them quite a bit, but not quite as much as you had hoped. Especially given the kill shot.
All right. How far away am I?
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm going to back up into towards the entrance. So I can see out the door, but also keep eyes on person I was attacking.
So that would be 15 feet. That would put you eyes out the door and on them currently.
Perfect.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. No, that wouldn't be far enough for that. Yeah, they're super fucking hurt. They're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to action dash. 5, 10. Bonus
Full dash
action,
the door.
disengage. 20, 25. And they're going to be right outside the door. It is difficult terrain, so they can only get to the door because that went inside. But they are dipping the fuck out because they don't
That's
want
quick.
to do whatever happens next. Agni's up.
Can my wildfire spirit get to him?
Ooh, good question. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would put you within 5 feet.
It's got 30.
Yes.
All
Sorry,
right.
the answer was yes. I just was giving you
okay.
the details.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, wait, where are you going? And then I like just motion to my fox, and it runs up between its legs. And as a bonus action, it's gonna fiery teleportation, and it's gonna teleport that guy right in front of Aspen.
Oh shit!
It's gonna boop.
Oh boy. Okay. I believe that has to be a willing creature for that.
Oh, is it? Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
yuck! All right, we're gonna swap that around then, and teleport Aspen right up on him.
Hell yeah! Dope. Zoop.
Oh, not me, Aspen.
Oh, Aspen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Got it. So you're gonna teleport Aspen right next to him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be willing.
You're not with. Oh my God, you guys! Please, I'm trying.
I have a longbow out.
Womp womp.
Well, fine. It's just gonna sit there then, and I'm going to. Can I get to the doorway? Like, how far can I get with my 30?
You could get behind your fox, be 10 feet away from him.
10 feet away from him.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to as I run up there, and you guys see me as I'm running. It seems like I just pull it out of nowhere. I pull out this like 3-4 foot spear with a giant blade on the end of it. It's called I don't even know how to pronounce it. YKLWA.
Yes.
I
don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah.
Yokowa.
Yeah, something like that. And then I'm going to attempt to swipe him in the back with it.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Attempt is the big attempt. 8.
An 8 does not hit,
Listen,
unfortunately.
I am not proficient. This is not my way of fighting, but I want to try something.
You got to do something, yeah.
I didn't do anything. All right, and then since I didn't fiery teleportation because no one wants to, play nice. He's gonna flame seed it. The fox is gonna flame seed it again.
Yeah, go for it.
Or once again attempt. Ooh, yuck! 11.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately. Yeah.
Motherfucker, sneaky.
All right, just dodging and weaving.
I just look over to Aspen and be like, I can't touch him. He's sneaky.
I got him.
And then that's the end of my turn.
This group is wild. I love it. All right. So next to the two outside, they're going to see their companion coming out of the door and just give a quick, "What the hell is going on?" And that one will say back, "Get out of here now!" And with Rolock still on that one, they're going to attempt to attack 2. The other one has set up flanking, so they'll get flanking as well because they're on the other side of you. And that one is a dirty 20 to hit.
That does definitely hit.
That does definitely hit. They got to do something.
Does definitely.
Does. All right, so that is going to be 7 points of force damage to you.
And is that halved or is it 3?
No. Why would it be halved?
Because I'm raged.
Oh, it's force damage.
I'm raged. I have resistance to all damage except psychic.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sorry, I'm on all rogue rolls. Yes. 3 points, sir.
Dope.
All right.
Yeah, I think like Rolock would take it. That's the dude in front of me, right?
Yeah, the one who you've been attacking the most.
Yeah, he would have like taken it, and then I would have like looked at the spot that he hit, looked back up at him, and then just grinned with the bloody smile.
And they're gonna say shit. The other one is going to try and avoid. They've got half movement, so 5, 10. You could get oppo attack on the one trying to run away if you're trying to use your reaction.
I will do that. Yes. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
So I see him going, and I'm just gonna like backhand the great sword towards the back of his neck.
Nice.
For 11 points of damage.
Shit. Okay. And so it's gonna turn, and it sees Agni trying to chase down the other dude. So rather than keep trying to hit Rolak, who is
having a great time,
stone, is gonna go for Agni. They're all very, very confused right now. And that one's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Ooh, just hits.
Just hits. All right.
Yeah, damn.
So for you, then that is going to be a total of 9 points of force damage.
Yuck.
That is the end of its turn. It is going to start running away, though. So it was double movement, so 20. So it only has 10, but it's going to go 5, 10, and start running down the hall. Rolak, you're up.
I like the fact that he's just running off. I am going to. How's the dude that I'm looking at? Looking.
Hurt? Yeah, pretty hurt.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Blood coming from multiple wounds.
I see the dude getting away, and it kind of like. Rolock's been kind of just playing around a little bit, like he's been having a good time, but he sees the dude getting away, and it kind of spurs him a little bit. So he's going to attack the dude in front of him again.
Okay.
That's going to be a 9 to hit.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
All right, here we go. Oh, man, do I kind of want to do it just to test it out, but I'm going to do another fanged bite.
Okay.
On the dude
one in front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. So that's going to be a 10 to hit.
No, unfortunately, that just misses.
All right.
They're so weak, but it's above a 10 AC.
Then that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Aspen's up next.
All right. I'm going to take a longbow attack on the one that's trying to go out the door.
Okay. Roll the attack.
That's 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. So that is going to be... That's me 19 total.
19. Oh boy. It will use its reaction to one more time Uncanny Dodge to bring that down to 9. To 9. And As you do, same thing. It's like you feel like you're hunting. You're lining up the shot. This time you're aiming right at his chest, and you release. And just at the last moment, you see him turn his head just to notice it, almost like he heard the twang of the bow, and moves to the side. And the arrow still hits the torso and goes out the front, but doesn't sever the spine on the way. So they are, if left alone, they would just die, but they're not quite dead yet.
Okay.
Like they're hurt enough that without medical attention they would die, is what I mean. Yeah.
What action would I use? Would it be an action and bonus action to jump during combat?
That's just your movement. Let me see.
Because he's blocking the doorway, correct?
He's blocking the doorway currently. Yeah, it's not really. There's no real like thing for jumping. You just jump. If your jump includes, essentially, like however far you jump is going to take out of your movement. Though it's not like you can use your strength score, jump 15 feet, and then have another 30 feet of movement. If you've got 35 feet, 35 feet of movement, and you jump 15 feet, then you'll have 20 feet of movement afterwards. So in a situation where you're like jumping over something, that's mostly when it makes a big difference. What are you trying to do here?
Okay, so I'm guessing I would have been able to see the one take off running.
Yeah, for sure.
So
the door has just been completely blown apart, so you can absolutely see through.
So I am going to take, I guess I'd only have a couple of steps before I would hit the entangle. So I would take a couple steps and then use my spring loaded and try to jump through the dude and like into him through the door.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So for the sake of this one, I'd say go ahead and roll me. That's going to be an athletics check. Straight tackling somebody through.
Not my strong suit. Let's see. Would I be able to use my D8 for the spring loaded with it?
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense to me.
So, oh god, that wasn't the greatest. As a 10.
A 10. Okay. So you go and you are able to jump through and make it past, but you don't take him with you. You kind of push him off to the side, but you do make it through. And kind of right behind the person who is running.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that is everything I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, it is going to be what is inside Still's turn. And seeing everything that has just happened and seeing you, Aspen, go after the ally, they're going to keep their short sword out, step into the entangle for difficult terrain, and come up behind you and attack you. Set up real nice for that flanking right there. That is, with a short sword, a 25 to hit.
Is it flanking even though they're not engaged with me? The one that is running?
Your attention is on them. So, and just generally, like, yeah, because they're running away from you, but you're engaged with them, and you're the one that he's trying to attack.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
But yeah, 25 definitely hits.
Okay, cool. So with the short sword, we're looking at 9 points of piercing damage for the regular part of the attack. And another 10 points of damage for the sneak attack. That is going to be the end of its turn. Actually, you know what? No, that's going to bonus action. So he moved 10 feet to get there, which would have taken 20 feet of movement. He's got 10 feet left, so he'll just move another 5 feet still in melee with Aspen, but just try and move out of the doorway a little bit.
That doesn't give me an oppo, does it?
No, that wouldn't give you an oppo. No, no. He's still staying within stuff. Yeah.
Did he beat the entanglement? Did he beat the entanglement too?
No, he's using it as difficult terrain, so he's only moved 15 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe the DC is only when you first do it for being restrained, and then it's just difficult terrain after that.
Okay.
Unless Agony, you got something different to tell me on how.
He is not currently in here.
Well, then he can't say shit, and that's how it's good. Oh, he's like not in here.
There he is.
No.
He back.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but my computer might be shit, so yeah, no, it's not good.
Sometimes good, sometimes shit.
So good thing I have a phone and an iPad for backup.
Yeah, no shit. Okay, cool. Well, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I have to wait for TNT Beyond. Oh no. One second. I'm trying to pull up my character sheet and whatnot right now. But I am. So did he got out of the room?
Yes. So you are the only one still in the room with your flame guy.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I made this map, and then you guys locked two of the enemies out of the fucking map. Now we're all out of the map. Here, let's do this. Actually,
Everybody out of the room.
Live. Let's just make this easier. Let's just do this shit. There we go.
Nice.
No need to stick to a difficult angle.
I was gonna say I like that. That's perfect. New angle shot.
All right. I would like to come out of the room, or at least stand in the doorway to where I can see everyone.
10 feet to where you can see everyone.
Okay, and where's the guy that was next to me?
That one is. This is a pointer. That guy right there. That was the one who was in the room, who's been sneaky and dodgy and all that shit. The other two, that one down here, and then that one right there.
Okay. All right, I am going to, since I can see all of them, I'm going to kind of just raise my hands up, and then they'll kind of ignite, and then I'll bring them back down, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray and send a bolt to each of them.
Oh shit! Yeah, roll those attacks. That could do some stuff.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is the? Oh my god! I'm just trying to find the. Would it still be my plus my thingy?
Is it
Be your spell attack
modifier?
Yeah, spellcasting
Okay.
modifier.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. So the first one's going to be 15.
Okay.
Second one's going to be an 18.
Okay.
And the third is going to be 16.
All three of those would hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect.
Flavor the fatality on the rogue.
Yeah, that's the first bolt that would.
They have one hit point left. It doesn't matter what you roll. They're dead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, it's just the Scorching Ray would just hit him dead center mass and pretty much ignite him and make him be a man on fire.
Dope.
And then the other two, so one of them is going to take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And the other is going to take, the one right next to Rolex going to take the 4.
Okay.
And the one running away is going to take 9 points of fire damage.
9, nice. Okay, got it. So the rogue is dead. And the other two are looking really, really hurt after that. Yeah, so the rogue who's been right when you come up is just finishing up their attack on Aspen, and you see the attack, and it's a big attack, and just as they finish up, you just square centers, and the scorching ray actually penetrates into their chest, and you see it start to burn their torso and heart from the inside as they fall to the ground dead. The other two take the hits and cry out in pain, but are still up.
All right. And then I'm going to bonus action. My fox is going to run out and, I guess, flame seed the guy that's trying to run away.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Um.
I'll give him advantage on the attack because of the running away stuff that's going on too.
Okay. Goddamn. I gotta bring him up here. That's going to be. Wow, that really just threw me off my computer. 18.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll
All right. And then he's going to take 4 points of fire damage from the fox.
Okay.
And the fox
this
would
is
kind
one
of be
right
like out in the fray, like outside of the room.
Got it. Both of these two here are just bleeding and burning, and they are looking rough. Anything else?
Nope, that's going to be it for my turn.
Okay, got it. All right. It's going to be their turn next. The one who Rolak has is going to go first. They're going to try and break free from the grapple.
Word.
Go ahead and give me that contested roll. Oh, God.
And then I get advantage on this, right? Because, yeah. For rage. It's a 21 for the first one. And an 18 for the second one.
Well, you only had to beat a 3.
Oh, good. No, I think you stay.
And the one who is over by Aspen is... This one's dead. This one that's left looks back at Aspen and kind of gives you a look that is essentially kind of like challenging you. And then they yell out, "Help! Please help! They're attacking students!" And then they're going to roll their attack at you. God, I'm like dog shit today. 7 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. That is going to be the end of their turn. But I will say that the yell has kind of rung out here now at this point. Rolak, you're up next.
Is there anybody else on this like alleyway or street or something? Just or is this like offset?
Man, just quickly looking, there's not anybody currently here right now in your like immediate 30 to 40. It would take a full perception check to get a full breakdown.
Okay, and that costs me an action, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to bring the greatsword down on this dude's head.
Do it.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
7 points of slashing.
Flavor that fatality, man.
It's not like a clean cleave. It gets about to the torso area. before
Okay.
the blade stops, and then he's actually going to, rather than kick him off the blade, he's going to actually use it as a way to like carry him back towards the door.
Okay.
So
Brutal, but effective.
while the body is still on the blade, he's going to use it to drag him through. So I'm going to go max movement back into the door.
Okay. Easy enough. Actually, Agni would be blocking the door.
Oh, okay. I'm going to get as close as possible.
Yeah, sure. Agni, he walks up with a half sliced body.
But I will also not block the door. I'll get right to the right of it.
Okay. Got it. Easy enough. Aspen, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to bonus action swap weapons and make a short sword attack.
Go for it.
That's a no.
As an oh.
It's just a no.
I am. Is he? You said he was facing me, right?
Facing you now at this point, and so the way they're kind of looking is like they don't want to turn and run because they know that will leave themselves open to an attack. They're just like putting the hands out, like trying to keep you away as best as possible.
I have a question. I have a ranger question. Your hunter's mark. If the dude dies, do you get to put that on somebody else, or is that
as
gone?
a bonus?
Okay.
Yeah. So couldn't do it. I am going to flip the script and say, "Help! They're killing students," and run towards Prologue.
Interesting. Okay.
And when I say it, I'm going to describe who it is. I'm saying there is a whatever race he is attacking students.
Okay. And you're gonna go towards Rolak?
Yes.
Okay. That will invoke Oppo.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Yeah, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. Whatever he gets, I'm probably going down.
Yeah, 13 force.
Yep.
And with that, Aspen goes down. That takes us to Agony. You're next. You look outside and you see a look of confusion and panic on the face of the one who just knocked down Agony. Shit. What the fuck?
I'm going to... I'm going to regroup with my friends.
Okay.
Go over there, just stand next to them, like make my fox disappear, just go poof, gone.
Okay.
And then like dust myself off and just look dead at him with the 1,000-yard stare. Why would you kill these students?
Well, no,
and then that's it for me.
Okay, got it. It's their turn next. They are going to turn and run away.
Can we yell?
You can absolutely yell. Yeah, what do you yell?
Oh, I don't know. No, actually, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I would have cared.
Go ahead, Brandon. Roll me a d6.
That's 6.
6. Okay. You can see this person running. They're up to their speed, 50, 60 feet away. And as they are turning to try and go down like a turn in the wall here to get out, you both see these armor. It's a mix of armor on the shoulders down all the way to the hands, but these like robes that they're wearing, these guards turn the corner, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Woo!
Cool. Here I am on. I'm still in, like, we're streaming mode. Like, all right, cool. And we're gonna go to. Yeah, 15 minutes, guys. Let's do 3:60 Pacific. Let's call it 3:31 Pacific. We'll take a little break here and go from there.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Whoopsies. Okay. Hello, hello. I see you.
Yo, what were all those noises? Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I think my computer literally like exploded.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I was sitting here just listening to you guys, and then all of a sudden my monitors went black. And I thought the like power to the house went off, but then I still see the little orange light staying there in standby mode. And I lift up my headset and I hear a pop noise and then smell a burning coming from my tower.
Oh
dang.
no.
So yeah,
Shit, dude.
it's probably fucked.
Oh,
Damn.
dude. Sorry to hear that.
It's all
Bummer.
good. I am booting up ye old laptop. It's got a bunch of updates, but I've got you guys on the phone and then my character sheet pulled up on my iPad, so
Okay.
we're still gonna make it work somehow.
Okay,
some way.
cool.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like
not
the nightmare that everybody's had, but I
Yeah.
get the experience.
Yeah, no, can't wait to take it into the PC fixer people and have them, say it's going to cost $1 million to fix your PC.
Yeah.
Bummer, dude. Sorry to hear that.
Oof. Big oof.
Yeah. Well, speaking of big oofs, we're getting back in here to the session. Picking up where 60 feet away, the person who was left alive ran into what looked like some arcane guards guarding the willows here. And as you guys watch this play out, you see that they shout at them, "Stop now!" And the person in student clothing kind of has a look of, "I don't know what to do." And then you see one of the guards casting magic. And cast the magic. I should roll to see what happens. And the person stops, freezes completely. And then they start looking around the hall. And they see all of you and shout, "Over there, stop!" And as you see them coming your way, what would you guys like to do?
Are we in combat or we're out of combat now?
We're out of combat, so we're not in initiative order any longer.
I would like to gurgle on the ground.
What?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Actually,
Oh shit!
we should still stay in initiative. We should still stay in initiative. Yeah. I guess then actually next thing that was their turn. Rolak would be your turn actually next. Yeah, let's keep it.
Okay, have they already seen us still then?
They still have already seen you, is what I'll say, because they haven't started moving towards you, but they said, "Hey, stop over there." And I gotta roll some initiative for them. Yeah, sorry, we got that saves going on. We gotta stay in this for at least until that resolves. Pretty low on their initiative.
Okay. Damn. Okay, so is the dude still on my sword then?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had him still on my sword. I'm holding the sword. They've seen me holding the sword with the man on it.
Yes. Yes. He specifically said, "I'm going to use the sword to move."
Yeah,
his
no,
body."
it was a very
And
specific.
so he is still cleaved about halfway through his body by your
My
sword.
God.
I am going to. I'm going to walk into the house.
No.
So you step over Aspen.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything. I have nothing. So I didn't go in and buy anything. I still have 1,800 gold. I never got to that part.
Sure.
But yeah, so I don't have anything that I can give him.
Okay. You can always do a general medicine check.
Throw
Oh
money
yeah,
on
we'll
it.
do that then.
Yeah.
I
Put
will.
money
I
in the
will drop the sword and do a general
Yeah.
medicine check to.
A healing potion would have been great right now.
Yeah, I totally forgot that you sent that thing out, and I added 1,800 gold about 5 minutes ago and continued on. All right, general medicine check. That is a 19.
19. Okay, then we can leave initiative order then.
Ooh.
Okay.
However, Aspen would be asleep, so that would be stabilized, not dead or having to roll death saves, but still unconscious.
Yeah.
Agony.
Yes.
Should we leave?
Wait, is Aspen down?
Aspen was unconscious, about to be rolling death saves,
Yeah.
is now stabilized by the medicine check. So
I'm gonna throw
Prologue goes
Aspen
up
over
and
my
kind of,
shoulder
yeah.
if that's cool.
Oh, I had no idea he was down.
I've taken like 40 some damage.
I was gonna say, yeah, I had no idea you were down. That's when my computer decided to kill itself.
Oh, yeah. Aspen was down.
Yeah, well, I'm
Or we
gonna.
can-
Yeah, I'm gonna. Boop. I'm gonna touch him and I'm gonna do cure wounds on him.
Oh shit! There we go.
Okay, that'll wake him up.
Yep. And say I'm gonna just touch him and it's gonna kind of look just like a fiery glow is gonna go over him to cure his wounds, and he's going to get 9 points of healing.
Perfect.
My new friends. Rolak has very much experience in these situations. Running seems like the good choice.
I just look at Aspen and be like, "You should probably get up. I think we need to leave."
Unless we
So-
want to talk. And he just shrugs.
So what did those things look like again that just came around the corner?
So it is two humanoids. One of them looks elvish. One of them looks, as far as you can tell, human from this distance. But you do catch they are pointy enough ears on one that it is an elf, and another humanoid. They are wearing the same colors as the students. It's kind of a green and blue outfit, but they have on. It's not like full armor, but they do have on shoulder pieces, and then bracers and gloves as well. And their robes seem to have a little bit of energy about them. They do seem to be like a mix of armor and robes, and they are heading your way. No weapons are pulled, but they did cast a spell on the one who ran towards you.
And from what you said, he is just completely still.
Completely still, and continues to be that way as they move towards you.
All right. As they walk towards us, I am going to tell them that we were here to find our friend Arella, and they were here to kill her and attacked us.
It looks like we're talking.
I just look at him and say,
I know, buddy. I'm just saying.
And these people probably just cast Hold Person on him. It's not going to go down well if I run.
I think Rolak's just sitting cross-legged on the floor next to the sword with the body on the end of it.
So, Aspen, go ahead and roll a persuasion check at disadvantage here at this point.
"Oh,
The disadvantage is for the person wearing student clothing that was cleaved on Rolak's sword when they were walking up.
That's not mine.
Wow. You said with disadvantage, right?
Uh-huh.
That is a 22.
no shit! What'd you roll?
I rolled 2 17s.
Wow.
God damn!"
That's clutch as fuck.
You can see as they get closer, they stay tense, but don't cast. And stay about 10 feet away from you when they get there. And say, what happened here?
I don't know what kind of check it would be. Probably like insight, but would I be able to get like a vibe off them, like if they were much stronger or much more threatening than
Oh,
us?
they're definitely insight. Yeah, they're definitely be insight. Sure.
Okay.
Can I get a can we take them roll?
No, they're definitely. That's a 18.
An 18. How to quantify this?
Oh no.
You're level 3. They're probably level 12.
Okay.
Where
Yep. So I tell them what happened. Exactly how it happened. Yeah.
Okay.
I just tell them, hey, look, we were sent here to find Arella. When we got here, we were given a key. We didn't break in. We were sent here to find her. Her friend is worried. When we got here, these two and the one that tried to run away came in behind us, picked the lock, and I got one of them to talk to me, and he straight up told me that they were sent here to kill anybody who knew what Arella knew.
He did say that.
So naturally, we defended ourselves, and what you see is the result of that situation.
So the one who's the elf is the one who is engaging with you and speaking with you. The other, and you can see now that they're human, that they're closer.
Mhm.
And both of them look to be about the same age. Well, the elf is presenting about the same age, but they could be any range of hundreds of years. But the human looks to be about between 30 and 40 or so. And as you're talking with the elf, the human goes over to the cleaved one and starts to look around, seemingly for something in particular. And they pull out a small disc, and you can see that it has four, it's a kind of silver in color, and has 4 different willow emblems on it. And you see a little bit of glow come from their hand, and it lights up and almost creates like a little holographic illusion above it. And while kneeling down, looks back up to the other one and says, they were a student. And takes that and puts it in their little robe pocket. And goes and starts casting spells to almost kind of clean up the area. And you see the elf raise a hand to the head, and the eyes go a kind of glowing, like a brown-green color. Anybody speak Elvish?
I do.
Yeah, they would say, send more Green Guard. Now we have at least one dead student. And turns back to look at you. I'll need the 3 of you to come with us.
We will do that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna grab my the great sword and dislodge it out of the body and then put it back over my back.
So you like plant a foot on the body and just kind of like kick it off the end.
Sickening crunch and sucking the blade.
I'm just looking at the elf like, I'm so sorry. He's not right.
This will take some explaining. And as a little bit of time passes, around that same corner where they were at, you see a few flashes of lightning. And see, looks to be about 10 to 12 more Green Guard, as you now know them, who are coming out. Some of them are a little more armored. They look like they're more of the knight or martial variety. but it is a wider mix than the two who showed up at first, including some who are carrying manacles. And the elf nods towards the three of you, and you are all each approached with manacles.
I don't resist.
I do not resist.
I look confused because I don't know what these are, and I'm just like, I just stare at them, just like questioning, just like what do you want? What is that? I don't say anything. I just stare at them.
Okay, and they move to place them on you, and as they do, quite uncomfortable. The feeling of metal for you is quite uncomfortable. And it's not like a constant sharp pain that's actively hurting you or anything, but indignant. It just sucks. But they put manacles on the three of you and start to surround you. Some of them move into the apartment, but I would say 6 of them total surround you in kind of a circular, kind of a hexagonal formation. With one of them kind of saying, "All right, follow us." And so long as everybody is continuing to do so, then you guys follow them through the willows, through the large hall here, and they take you deeper in, away from the exit that you came in. And as you travel from across where the lodging is, you cross by one of the large willow trees that, as you pass under it, there almost seems to be this greenish glow, almost as if motes of light are slowly falling off of the draping arms of the willow tree that just creates this beautiful, mystical, magical view here that feels comforting and just safe. And above all, powerful. And it is a odd contrast to being escorted here now with guards, but they take you another few hundred feet off to what looks like one of the edges, and take you to a staircase that goes below ground. And as you travel down, it's a descending staircase that goes along a wall and continues down about 3 stories. You are brought into a large stone hallway that takes you down. It's all very, compared to the natural feel of the hall above, it is very uniform down here. There isn't a natural feel to it. It feels very functional. But it is a small walk from here into a stone room that is best described as cells. And each of you are led to a cell and given the instruction that somebody will return to question you shortly.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess Prologue will be here when you are ready.
Just okay.
I'd like to get a look around the cell.
Sure. Yeah, roll a perception check.
That is a 16.
16. Easy enough. There's not much. Small square rooms. They're actually very well kept. There is wooden benches that you can sit on. But when you try and pull it, it seems magically in place. You try and, like mess around with it, and it almost seems like magically enchanted in a way to just be that stool right there for you to sit on, or that little bench for you to sit on. There is a kind of a stone rectangle with a blanket over it that essentially looks like a place where you can sleep. The doors, it's not iron bars. It is small stone rooms that each have a door on them. It's a large, strong kind of oak door, iron hinges. There are grates that you can see outside, and so you can hear each other through those if you're all at the front of your cell. Pretty, I mean, that's about it. Pretty plain otherwise. Off in the distance, you can hear some footsteps on the smooth stone.
Is
that
it
they pa-
dark?
they- I would say that the hall has some light. There's no torchlight in here, but there is like flickering light that is coming in through that small little grated area. Excuse me, in the door.
I assume you'll bring Rollock buckets soon. I see no place for my shit.
No bucket. No response.
Well, it looks like the corner's the spot again.
Again. Yeah, I'm just gonna look around and see if I see any critters of any kind.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
25.
25. With that, nothing in the cells or anything like that. While looking through the gate, off in the distance, you see they keep it pretty nice in here. The critters you're going to be seeing are mostly like spiders and spider webs. With a 25, though, I would say you see a rat that scurries with a little piece of food down the hallway. Probably down the hallway. There's nobody there while you're there, but it's about 35, 40 feet away.
So is there any guards standing by?
Not currently.
No? Okay.
You do hear steps and footsteps. So you're kind of in a hall right here, and there's a little doorway out to a larger hall, and there'll be steps that are passing by there, but there's no guard currently in the hall that you guys are in.
Okay. I will use my daily use, so speak with animals.
Sure.
And see if I can get that rat's attention.
What are you saying to the rat to get its attention?
Oh, I did they take all of our stuff?
I would say weapons and bags. Yeah. I mean, if you have something on a belt or on a pouch, you might still have that. But they kind of also would have patted you down a little bit before they put you in here.
Did they give us any kind of food or anything?
Not yet.
I'm gonna have to do a combination here then. So yeah, use my my daily speak with animals, and then I will use my last first slot and create a bunch of good berries.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm going to try to entice the rat over with the traditional use of.
Give me animal handling with advantage for.
Yes.
Perfect.
That is a 19.
A 19. Okay, got it. So a couple things. It's a very interesting thing for you to be speaking with this rat, knowing where you're at, and in the city of Atranaxos, you would know that rats in particular are often brought here on ships. And so rats are one of the few species you will naturally find in the large port cities, simply because they spread naturally on their own without having to be urged to do so. Okay. So just knowing their instinct and how often they go for you kind of give it, and it comes over. It already has a little bit of food in its mouth. It comes over to you and kind of does that stand up on its back and kind of puts the food into a big cheek and just kind of. And you can't speak with animals, and so you just kind of hear of food.
I'll give him one, and just be like, I'm sure that's a lot better than what you're finding on the floor around here. It's all natural.
And you see it's got kind of like a dark spot on its back that has a little bit of like matted blood, and the fur kind of starts to just as it eats it just kind of smooth over, and you see like it did heal a hit point, so it kind of even healed Hildebrand a little bit, and then just kind of looks around and good food, good food.
Yes, good food. More food. If you can do a little spying for me.
More food, more food.
More food. Yeah, more food.
What's spying?
Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. So yeah, it says they can at least give you information about locations, monsters, blah 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 blah, what they perceive. I need you. Did you see the people who brought us here?
No.
Fantastic. What did the elf look like again?
I mean, typical Legolas, blonde hair.
Okay.
Yeah, typical Legolas is, I think, the best way to put it. Standard elf fare. I would say the defining feature might be like a kind of a scar on the right side of the face here, which was very apparent on the fair elven skin.
All right, so I'm gonna do my best to describe said woman,
Okay.
but I know this is probably gonna go as well as Groot trying to find the fin.
I'm gonna roll for the rat here to see
Yeah.
how good it can pick up on stuff. It's actually not too shabby. A rat would have a minus, but that's still pretty good, actually. Better
Actually,
than average.
can I change the person?
Sure.
The other one that was with her, the human.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. And just kind of see what he's doing, if he can hear anything, any information.
Okay. The rat heads off. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one myself. Just sitting here waiting.
The rat finally scurries back. This found person. Mostly crying, scared.
I will toss the rat another good berry. So what?
Good food. Good food.
Does it make 10 of them? Yeah. Down to 7. How does the rat look after eating that one?
Oh, great. Yeah. It doesn't look hurt again. I think a rat wouldn't have more than 1 hit point, so it's
Yeah, that's
back
what
up to full.
Yeah. Can you see where our gear is? Our weapons. Where they keep weapons.
Rat leaves.
More food.
5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass.
Are you guys hungry?
I wouldn't say no.
I attempt to toss both of them good berries.
So you guys, your guys' doors are like facing the same direction. There's not enough room to reach over and pass by any means. You could potentially do like a ricochet off the wall, but good berries have some pretty good bounce to them, given that they're magical food. Give me an attack roll with good berry.
Yes.
You can add your spellcasting modifier to it since it's magical. Because why not? That sounds fun.
If you make it through slot, I can probably catch it in mouth.
So first one's a 13,
Okay.
and they're both 13s.
They're both 13s. They both miss. I was gonna say it'll be a 15 DC to try because it's not that easy to do. Both of the good berries fall in.
You hear like the sound of a forehead hit the door.
I'm gonna try once more for each of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So one of them fails, the other one's good. I got a
Okay.
dirty 20 on one of them.
Ha! I got it. You just hear chewing, and that is like 1 HP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives back a hit point.
So I think I'm down to 2 now.
And then no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like during this time of him, like you said, it's kind of dark in our cells.
Yeah, it's not super light.
Yeah, so so from the perspective of the other two, they're just looking because you said all our cells are on the same wall, like we can't see each other.
Right, exactly.
From the perspective of the other two, they just see like the hallway light up as I'm gonna cast bonfire inside my own cell because
Nice.
it's too dark in here. So they just hear me go, it's too dark in here, and then it just lights up the hallway. And so now I have a bonfire in my cell with me.
You've got warmth and light, and we're over here snacking on good berries.
The rat comes in about 10 minutes later. Weapons 2 rooms down. Under table. And as it's saying it, it's going to collect the 3 good berries that are on the ground.
I would
And it
too, yeah.
just kind of puts them in his arms and just starts to leave the room. Thanks for good food.
Thank you.
Were you talking to that rat?
Yes.
Oh. And I just kind of like whispered in my breath, I thought I was the only weird one.
Do I hear it?
Agni, how quietly were you trying to say that?
Honestly, I wasn't like very high pitched. It was just kind of like lower, like talking to myself, but I wasn't trying to like hide it or anything either.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, Aspen, you got some pretty big ears. Go ahead, roll perception with advantage.
21. I think it's safe to say we're all pretty weird, friend.
Prologue is completely normal. I know not of what you speak.
And about that point, you guys hear voices in the distance. I would say with that 21, Aspen, as you kind of turn your ears to be hearing different sounds echoing throughout the hallway, you catch just a briefest of conversation saying, well, this is very complicated. They killed a student, and they might be trying to help one, but that's not a great record so far.
How far down the hallway are they?
Hard to tell for sure. Probably about 40 to 50 feet at least. Kind of not in the main hallway you guys are in, but 40 to 50 feet out towards the further one. You don't hear the response, but you do hear, my hands are tied. We have rules in place for this specific reason.
I just poke my head out as much as I can and say, if it makes you feel better, that student tried to kill us.
5 dramatically long seconds pass before you hear the sound of metal boots clanging on the floor coming your way. And in walks a stout dwarven woman, clean shaven, with it's a kind of mix of black and red hair. It's very striking. It's very unique. It's not highlighted. It seems to be a mix of the two, almost like it's coal with burning embers in it. And she walks in with full plate armor and has the similar Four Willows insignia on the chest of the armor, and walks in to see the 3 of you and says, Well, if you're going to eavesdrop, then I might as well come in and have the conversation with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's one dead student in my lodgings. There is one dead unknown figure in my lodgings. I'm learning that there is a missing student, and a student who has gone outside to enlist the help of 3 very random people who I'm trying to get a read on.
Would you like a good berry?
You just hear from myself. I would like a good berry.
Could you hand him this? I only have 2 left. You have the other one.
I'm kind of hungry in here.
They didn't even feed us.
I guess roll a persuasion to disadvantage.
11.
11. Okay. She ignores the good berry talk.
Damn.
I need a reason to not throw you in the Atranaxos, or excuse me, in the Osran jails and let you rot in there. This one, and points towards Rolox, cleaved a student in half.
Almost in half. I didn't get all the way through.
I've been told what you told the Green Guard who found you. I understand this might be a complicated situation that you just got into, but I'm going to need you to tell the truth here. And you see her begin to cast a spell. She's standing in front of Rolax self first, having just made the comment about not cleaning the student all the way. Rolac, give me a second here. Do you resist the casting of Zone of Truth?
What happens? I guess I wouldn't know what happens if I resist.
It'd be if you're trying to resist, you try and make the save. But if you want, you can willingly.
I guess what I'm asking is, would they know if I'm?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They know who succeeds and doesn't.
Yeah, they know who succeeds and who fails.
They-
Then definitely I'm going to not resist.
Okay. Did you intend to kill a student when you entered the grounds today?
I did not intend to kill anybody today.
Are you working for any organizations that might be working against Feldwillows Hall?
Rolock just starts laughing, kind of at how hilarious the question sounds to him. No, I don't work for anybody.
Do you have any plans against the Willows or any of its staff, students, or other occupants?
Which ones were the Willows?
Here. The halls.
No. Can I go now?
She just kind of puts her head down.
Oh.
No, you cannot.
If I ask him a question, since he's in the zone of truth, does that still work?
I guess
Ooh.
technically he doesn't have to
Ooh.
answer. And I was about to say the zone of truth is dropped, but if you're trying to get something in beforehand.
No. Well, nothing like get any like secrets on him or anything. But I would say, hey, Rolock, were you acting in self-defense?
Why, yes, Aspen, my new horny friend. I was acting in self-defense. And I kind of just look back up at the interrogator and just grin, as if we
The
just
dear
pulled
folk.
some awesome prank.
The dear folk rest its case.
And she looks at Rolak. Could you have used non-lethal means to apprehend the student?
Against magic users such as yourself, I think not. And he's like kind of serious for the first time.
She'll drop the zone of truth and move on to Aspen. Do you resist?
No.
Are you acting on behalf of any organization or person who might harbor ill will against the Willows?
No.
Did you have any plan to come and harm any student, occupant, teacher, or staff thereof in the Willows?
On the contrary, I came to help one.
And she pauses for a moment. Do you act on behalf of Nindarwell in order to destabilize Antonaxos in the halls?
You would see a pause on him as well. And I would say no, I am not. May I ask you a question?
Roll a persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
You may.
Are they also in the zone of truth?
No.
Care to step forward in the zone of truth? If
They do
everyone's
not.
being honest.
I will. No need to make a promise for a question I don't know the details of. I am the one outside of the cell, after all.
I mean, with all, like, honesty, like, or due regard, we didn't know any of the details of the questions you just asked us.
Fair. And you are the ones in the cell.
I can
Who
be
is-
out of the cell.
You what? What did you say?
I said I can be out of the cell. If that helps.
Are you saying you can just exit the cell if you would like?
If it helps the situation, I could.
I think it would not. It'd be best if you stayed in there, please.
But why?
And she turns
Anyways.
back- she turns back to Aspen and I am losing my patience. If you would like to ask a question, then I will consider answering it. That
Who
is
is Ken?
more gracious an offer than is given to most who stay in these cells.
Who is Kendar and what are they to you?
I would say that. What's your passive insight?
Ooh. 15?
Okay. She definitely gets a flash of something across her face, but it isn't. It's a worry, but not a worry of being revealed or found out. And she says, "How do you know that name?"
Your student mentioned it. Are we free to go?
That's what I'm talking about.
I still have 2 good berries if you want one.
She snatches one of the good berries and eats it, kind of
About time.
frustratedly,
Can you hand the other one to my friend Agni?
and takes that other one and throws it in the room at him, and then casts Zone of Truth on Agni. Does Agni resist, or does Agni go on?
No, I'm not going to resist.
Okay. Why are you here?
I was bored, so I decided to come along.
Oh, fuck all of you. Open the doors, let them out. And she just storms off.
Can we get our things?
I'm out of the cell now. Does that help?
She's gone. She is so gone.
Well, turns out I know the way to go get our things. So let's go get our things.
Just-
And you guys are inexplicably led to get your things by Aspen, who knew exactly where they were. You are led back out up to the main floor of the Willows and are let out with all of your things, minus the key. And the green guard who dropped you off, unfamiliar to you at this time, but similar in garb to the first two that you had met, says, it's been requested that you leave this matter be. It will be handled now. Thank you for your help.
Yes, of course, totally. Thank you.
So, are you going to pay us our 60 gold?
I think it's best if you leave the grounds.
That's right, you have gold. We have to get your gold.
Our gold.
Oh, I thought I was doing this for the key and answers. I've already lost the key.
You're right. My gold.
Well, we can always go back and talk to Galtrana and mention this new name that we have found. Kendar.
We have a few names. Yeah, that individual mentioned that Professor Rui too. Ryu.
Are any
But-
of these guys the vampire we're looking for?
I would wager not, but that's still a possibility. I am
First things
obviously
first,
not
though,
very
I
good
need,
at betting.
I need rest.
You look fine.
I'm definitely still bloodied.
He's like just a walking, yeah. Just all mangled.
Hey, you got some good
look
berries
fine.
too there, you know. That's...
I gave them all away.
You look
I
how
only-
most deer I've seen look most times.
So, just a quick question. That's not a common thing in this world, is it?
Specifically, I mean, being an awakened is not that rare, especially here in the Shattered Islands. Specifically, being a Servine is like that wouldn't be that rare, or that would be a lot more rare, as most of them would have likely stayed in Indaro.
What I meant was, like, you said there isn't a lot of meat usually. So to see just like a bloodied deer.
Oh, God, I see what you mean. That would be rare around here, but not everywhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
Around
Okay.
here, it would be quite rare. Just generally speaking, even seeing regular animals is more rare here than in anywhere else because they have to be guided mostly by the tenders from Nindaro, but Atronaxos works with them as well to have specific places where you can do that. So if you were on the Shattered Islands and you wanted to go do some hunting, it is in a very specific place. It is with very specific permission. It is in a very specific quantity and amount, and it is very, very, very watched over to make sure that the balance is kept, because there is not a natural balance here. It is completely artificial for any animals that are brought in that would be of any variety besides insects.
So Rolak, I take it you're not from here.
That would be correct. So, back to the tavern. Maybe we hit a shop. I open a bag full of 1,800 gold. I find this on boat. Somebody must have just left it there. It was carefully hidden away in another bag, which was inside of a chest, which was in somebody's room, but...
Sure, we can go to a shop. We might need potions.
They no
things
longer
continue
needed
this
it.
way.
Aspen
because
would hear
my
in his Aspen would hear in his head, I don't think this one's too bright. And in my voice, I'm telepathically speaking to you, Aspen.
That is probably the most coherent sentence you've put together since.
Why do you look each other like that?
I just start walking. Just completely ignore and start walking.
Hey! Hey! I start following him.
And I'll trail behind him.
Okay. You guys go back to the tavern first? Was that the plan? Or you? What's
I wouldn't mind
the
to
first destination?
keep a lookout for like a shop or something like that.
Well,
with
I guess
potions
the
of
thing
healing in
is
mind.
there are you're so in the Willows here, there are plenty of those things, but you've been asked to leave. There are those things outside as well. So if you're keeping an eye out, it would most likely be after the tavern in terms of where you're going, because you'd have to kind of head out from there.
Okay.
But that's if you'd like to try and stop, you can. But as you guys take off, you do notice that I would say trailing probably about 60 feet on each side of you, about your 10 o'clock and your 2 o'clock, there are 2 green guard each side.
So we're being tailed.
Oh, for sure.
I would look back over at one of them. Their time to shop, yes?
You just
No time to shop.
go. You killed a student.
The student fell on the greatsword.
I'm gonna lean over to Agni. It tasted pretty nice too, and then just continue to casual walk off.
Okay, so you guys exit to the large open-aired entrance to the Felled Willows Hall and head back in the direction of the tavern. It's even more bustling now, a little bit later in the day. There are more people. It doesn't get too rowdy in here. Garcius keeps a pretty good, keeps things pretty well in line and doesn't let people get too rowdy here in the Awakened Mind. But you guys are able to get a drink. There are rooms here as well if you wanted to get rooms. It's still early-ish in the day. It's, like just afternoon. But if you needed to rest, you could do that.
I might take like a short rest if there's still a lot of time in the day.
There is quite a bit. You guys can short rest without having to get a room if you wanted to do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
probably gonna go up and just pay for a room anyway. Now that I do have this fancy new bag, and then have like this. I'm gonna come back here later.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do the same.
Just get it set up. Make sure I get a room for the night.
Got it. Rooms for the night are per person a gold per room.
Gold per room. It's a very nice room. I have never stayed in something so nice. And I'm gonna dump my shit in there too.
Totally. Now, when you say that, are we talking about a corner situation again, or
There's bathroom and everything. I love this.
Got it. everybody can mark a short rest if you guys want for just hanging out and chilling in the tavern here.
I am definitely. How much HP? Yeah, just 1.
God damn it.
9.
Wait a second.
I think this is the first time that I've correctly done a short rest through D&D Beyond on the first try,
Hey,
whilst rolling hit dice.
nice.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
You have to get it just right.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the countdown started. Oh shit! Click it.
There we go.
What the fuck? 19, holy shit.
I was at
Maybe
10.
Huh?
I was at 10, so I used 2 of my hit die.
Well, I used 1 and rolled a 1, so it was lovely.
Oof.
Ouch.
Like just 1, like no modifier.
Oh no! It was for a total of 3, but I rolled a 1.
You can choose to do more. You don't have to like, oh, I choose 1 and then you roll
Yeah.
it and that's what you get. You can use as many as you want up to your max.
I guess I'll do another 1.
I'm not like trying to. It's not a gamble,
Oh.
situation in short rest. You could, get what you need.
Everybody gets 1.
Everybody gets 1.
Well,
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Thanks.
what I'll say is, as you guys finish your time here short resting, I would say that one of the Haringen that is going around taking orders, both drink and food, comes up and gives you guys a look and says, "Oh, that girl that you all were speaking to earlier, she was in here again, seeing if you had stopped by. Galtrana, I think her name was. She didn't say what she was going to be, but she seemed pretty worried."
More worried than the last time she barged in here.
Yeah, something about a student dying? I don't know.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
That sounds awesome.
He just looks down and starts like playing with the like a table, and picking at it.
Okay, well,
Nice rafters you have.
yeah, they're pretty good. Sure, if you say so. Anything we can get you? Liquor or beer? Any food?
Your cheapest ale, please.
Cheapest ale. All right. Well, you want like the cheap or like what Garcia says is the cheapest we got?
Garcius was the dude that did last time, right?
Yeah.
Garcius seems fine.
Yeah, all right. We'll get some dangers for you. Everybody?
Sure. And I whip out the bag of gold. Plop it on the table and like pull out however much they need.
Start counting.
Yeah, three silver for 3 drinks.
If I pay you, can I pay you a gold and you just keep them coming?
Sure. Yeah, that's 10 of them. Well,
Let's do that. We have to
For
go
sure,
and
sure.
talk to people and interview them, and we have to have our minds about this. And so many drinks must be required.
okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Not for
keep
coins
coming.
to her.
Yeah, he grabs it, brings back 3 dangers,
Yeah, slams it back.
and you can tell as you drink it. You guys want the full ass description? You want to get nerdy about the beer here?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get nerdy about the beer. So as you taste it, you can taste a mead that is made of clover honey and sweetened on the back end with juniper berries.
Ooh.
It's left to age in an airtight glass jugs for many months. Unlike many other complex meads, it tastes of clean, fragrant honey with a subtle bite of sour, sweet berries, and shows no signs of its potent alcohol content, giving it its name, making it dangerous, easy to drink.
Damn.
Wow, this is my mind is blown.
This is like so good.
I'm
What's
gonna look
that,
at the
hey?
other two. I'm gonna
Are
look
you
at the other
locking
two.
a Rolock?
What is this?
Are you asking? Or are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm like dead staring at you two. I'm like,
Okay.
What is this?
It is Good for health. And I nudge closer to it.
He just kind of looks down at it, looks up at Prologue, and just, I guess, just
Prologue,
starts
like,
chugging.
He like makes the same eye contact. He looks back down at it, like very expectantly. Just...
I chug the whole glass all down in one go, and then I look at him. I'd be like,
yes.
I don't feel any healthier.
You will. You will.
He's just very confused. He's never had stuff like this before.
I would say after 5 minutes of talking, it settles in, and yeah, Agni's feeling pretty solid. Definitely different. Would this be the first time that Agni's ever drinking?
Yes, 100%.
Yes. So go ahead and let's start with a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Okay.
See, it brings sense of clarity.
9.
9. Okay, so definitely drunk after the first drink. The Harrigan comes back with 3 more right away for everybody. Seeing that one's empty, she just starts stacking them, even if everybody's not done yet.
Say, wow, this is yes, and just grabs another one and chugs it too.
I'm gonna match him.
Nice. Yeah, another con save. Straight roll this time.
Elbow Aspen. This guy.
It's another 9.
Another 9.
Another
Oh, that's perfect. So with another 9, you are shit-faced drunk. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, what is up with this dice? That's a 9.
Oh,
I like
so you
it.
guys start to see little shoots of flame coming off Agni.
He sparks.
And so you think that's cool? You want to see something real cool?
Huh. 2 wines. It take 2 wines.
He just looks at it. Do you want to see something cool?
Very much.
And then he snaps his fingers and he's going to summon his wildfire spirit on top of the table.
Oh my god.
I'm going to need everyone to give me where's that? I need a dex saving throw from everyone.
Oh fuck! All right, well, gotta
16
gotta check a
for me.
few things here. Gotta bring some stat blocks up.
21.
Oh boy!
No, it's every creature within 10 feet of the.
Okay.
So yeah.
How crowded is it?
We're like
I
corner
described
booth,
it as very crowded, more crowded than before. I
We're
described
in one
it
of
as
those-
more crowded than before.
Those Red Lobster
Oh.
corner booths with a big circle seat.
All right, what are those dex saves for me, boys?
I got
21.
16.
All right, so you both will save, I believe. Yeah, you both
the-
save. So
Like
you both
tap or
take.
something?
So good.
Yeah, you both saved. So you both take.
I just healed.
I'm trying to see if it halved whenever they save.
Yeah. If we fail, or yeah,
If it says, if it says in the
It's
description.
I don't
If it's
see
in the
where it
description,
says that. Okay.
If it doesn't say it, then
Or take. It just says or take 2d6 fire damage.
Oh,
Then it's
so
probably
we don't take anything.
See.
yeah.
Okay.
You don't take anything.
All right. well,
The table
anyone-
next to you, however, they got a 16, a 15, and a 12.
All right. The 12 fails, and they're going to
Okay.
take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay, so somebody at the table next to you guys
10
drops
Joke.
as they just they fall to the ground, and their friends are like, get him, help him.
I just look over. What's wrong with him?
And you
Why is
guys
he on
look
fire?
over and see the big bear at the bar just rear up. What's going on? And he reaches behind the bar and grabs a fucking huge great axe and just starts. And then somebody 2 tables down, you see they kind of move their hands and bring up water out of the cups and like splash it down onto the person who's on fire.
Is he still on fire?
He was at falling down. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But that would stop them. Everybody kind of starts turning to look at the wildfire spirit now, and start to look at all three of you. And you hear murmurs and see this large bugbear bear folk that is stomping your guys' way. I guess, what do you do here?
I go to help.
Yeah, applying CPR, and then he like rolls over there.
Okay, got it.
I would be kind of, please excuse my friend. It is first time. He knows not of what he does. And I kind of laughed to himself.
And then I just drunkenly stammer over there and like, I can help him, and then my hand like lights up like it's on fire. Like,
oh yeah, I'm gonna
heal him, but to everyone else it looks like I have a hand on fire and I want to touch him.
Okay, and
does that look the same to me too? Because do I know about his healing?
I wouldn't think
Or
so.
would I
You guys
stop
just
him?
met like fucking
Yeah.
a couple hours ago.
I used it on
No, he used it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
true. That's true.
Never mind, yeah,
Okay,
he's
that's
not
right,
asked, but I've
that's
seen it.
true. All right.
It's good. It's a good fire. It's good for his health.
So, Garsha steps in between and pushes his arm, trying to actually fling Agni back off of this scene. Agni, go ahead and make an athletics or an acrobatics check for me here.
All
It's
right.
going to be a contested shove. Aspen, you can go ahead and roll a medicine check for me to see if you're able to stabilize the person who's hurt.
I'm gonna do acrobatics. Oh, that's a
said-
dirty 20.
Can I actually use that as a persuasion check?
Yes, you were doing some talking to try and get people to calm down. You can roll a persuasion check as well. That's going to kind of be a last line here to see.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Did you say I could do medicine?
Yes, medicine to see if you can stabilize.
Okay. Cool.
So as Garshus pushes him back, Agni, just drunken master, just without ever having been drunk before, is able to do that real just flowy move to duck out of the way.
17.
17. The person just kind of they're breathing at least, if not conscious. And then roll. Like, how did that persuasion check go?
That was a 21.
A 21. Okay, got it. So Garshus will turn to you and say, that's no excuse. Somebody could have died.
Of course, I understand completely. It is our fault, but he meant no harm, and he's going to do the healing fire thing that he did that one time.
And then he just looks at me. I just like shrug, just have my hand in the air. I'm like,
That is the healing one, right?
And Garshus says, no more fire. Is the wildfire spirit still out? Still out?
yes.
Okay, got it. No more fire. Get that thing out of here.
But okay. And then I just snap and it disappears.
Okay. Now, this is also your first time drunk, too, so...
Oh, yeah.
However you want to play it, that's up to you.
I say, well, okay, no, I'll try and snap. Like, okay, yeah.
If you try and snap,
okay.
if you're trying to snap to dismiss, that's fine. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You still
like
have
I'll
agency
try and
about
snap,
you.
and like after like the first, like it doesn't work on the first couple of tries, and then I'm like very confused why it won't go away. And then finally, after I just try it like so many times, it finally disappears.
Okay, got it. All right, then.
We apologize. Humble apologies. And he's like bowing. Drinks on me.
He looks at the three of you guys. Give me one more persuasion check.
And I look like...
Can I assist?
Sure, what do you say?
I kind of just doubled down on what he was saying, that it was Agni's first time drinking and
Okay.
he's not aware of what he was doing.
Oh, that's a 7. Oh, wait, but did he help me? So I got advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
so-
That's, yeah,
I
yeah,
really
okay,
hope that
okay,
wasn't
okay.
with advantage.
7 with advantage. This
yeah.
session would have...
Do you want me to roll, or are you going to do advantage?
Oh, I rolled a 15.
Oh,
okay.
15. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. With a 15, he says, Fine, you're paying for the damage and you're cut off. No more drinks.
The drinks all around doesn't include us. Okay,
How
that's
much-
fine. That's
How
fine.
much for the damage? How much for the damage?
It was 10 fire damage to whoever failed.
No. He means we're paying
Oh,
for
no,
the
no,
damage.
Yeah.
Property damage.
Oh,
He just kind of looks around. Yeah, we'll call it a gold piece per damage point. How about that? Just for
10 gold.
quantifying it.
How much? For the
That
drink?
includes the
I'll dig
healing
in
on the
Agnes.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll dig in Agni's pouch and give him 10 gold.
Agni only has 5 gold in his pouch.
I will use 5 of my own.
Okay, got it.
How much for the drinks?
Drinks all around. Go ahead and roll me. Let's see. There's a piece each.
Agni is now broke.
Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
2d6.
Did you spend all your money?
I was just wondering about that.
I don't know. How much money were we supposed to start out with?
Whatever you started with
1800.
plus 1,800, which
Oh,
you could spend
okay.
on items that in a list that was given. 10.
10. Okay. 10
10,
gold
yeah.
pieces. Then that's how much
Oh,
it's costing.
oh, that's not that bad.
Okay.
Silver piece per. I mean, if silver piece per, that's 100 drinks.
Yeah.
All right, then. Yeah, go ahead and just do the 10 from my pouch.
He recently acquired a big bag of gold.
I didn't even know I had
I
it.
checked the wrong pouch.
That's cool. Hey, this is session 0.5. That's why we did this one, man. We're gonna get all that hammered out now. All right then. Well, with that, as you guys clean up, get a new table is brought out, repairs are made, and more chairs are brought out. The person who got knocked out is taken out and taken to the healers. And after probably about another 45 minutes or so of time down here, you guys eating, Agni kind of trying to shake it off a little bit. You guys see the very worried face of the Galtrana enter into the tavern once again. And that's where we'll end the session for today. Let's get spots to stop.
No worries, Agni will handle this. He's primed, ready to go.
Man, that almost ended up with the session being like, oh, the guards came and grabbed you up, and because of all the shit you just did, we're starting in jail.
Yeah.
We're going Oblivion style.
We're hitting
First
2 different
episode,
jail
and-
systems.
And as our adventurers find themselves being kicked out of the city, gates closed with nothing in front of them.
Cool. All right, man. Well, that was that was session 0.5 is what I'm calling it. So give us a little idea of the characters. Dude, this is a fucking funny group.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
I like
fucking
this a lot.
funny group. This is
Not
super
quite
good.
murder hobo, but we're getting there.
No, that's good. Yeah, I like it a lot. So I'll try and get with John, see about what he's working with and how we can bring his character in for the next one. But I'm gonna start setting up for the next 2 weeks now that we have this dialed in a little bit. I'm gonna start working on getting a separate Questing Society Twitch account set up, and we can stream to that. Getting started over there, and yeah, I think just dude, man, that computer.
Yeah, man.
Let me
that's
know how that goes, dude. That's rough. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it's all right. I'll make do, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll try and get that figured out. Like I
Yeah.
said, I got my laptop out and everything, so we should be
Okay.
fine.
Cool. Awesome.
Just
Well,
no video for a while.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. No worries. Yeah, we're going for more audio side anyways. But I'll start getting accounts and stuff set up on the hosting side, and we can start going from there. Character stuff. Everybody can hit me up with character stuff. Or Kev too. Kev, you're on the mechanic side. I'm more on the, I guess, character side for you guys right now.
whichever one, man. The like as far as kind of blending. I'm kind of interested in blending the different multi-classes and stuff like that. So things like right now for me, one of the things that we did with this is the rage will carry over to other things. Like when I plan to go warlock, it'll carry into that. And so that's the kind of things that we're looking at, is some things that aren't as synergetic as it could be. We want to make it blend well.
Yeah.
And if that adds flavor, that's fucking awesome. So
Yeah. And I'm going to be throwing at you guys pretty hard on this one. So,
yeah, please do, dude. Like,
you guys are all fucking
builds
great
out.
at combat. Yeah. So I got to throw it at you guys just to give you a challenge. So I'm going to be throwing it at you guys.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
uncanny dodge. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was badass. I was like, he booked it. This dude's quick.
I
He
was
just got
like,
down
we're
and
level
sprint.
3.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've learned that if I use a D&D Beyond encounter creator, that for me to have to put together a combat that is balanced for you guys, at least in monsters, this was the first one, for the new stuff, but at least for monsters, I have to get it to scale to deadly for it to even be any kind of challenge. That's where I start from, is scaling it to deadly and then balancing from there.
Yeah. But the whole thing, it escalating the way that it did was awesome, because I was like, oh shit, like there was a point I was like, there was no reason for me not to take that fight inside. I was like, damn it. But yeah, that's exactly how it should be. And I was like, man, we're fucking in trouble, man. That was good.
Oh, and I'll tell you guys, man, because of the way everything played out, the way it happened, like I had a whole bunch of different stuff planned. There's a whole like classroom thing and more investigating and stuff. So what was a one shot is now, I guess, potentially a 2 or 3 shot if you guys want to keep going down that trail. But that's going to be up to you guys once we get into it. So
I'm guessing your plan went off the rails when he decided to rip somebody into the building, and then I charmed him.
yeah, dude, first level spell slot can derail a fucking start of a new thing. So first level spell slot's all it takes. That's all it takes. Cantrips maybe, but once you get into leveled spells, that'll do the trick. Oh, charm person. Yeah, let's throw a wrench into the whole thing. But it plays out great. That's the beauty of it. Like that's
Tell me
D&D.
the plot.
I love it so much. Yeah.
Where's all the answer?
Oh yeah. Here's my notebooks with the clues that I laid out in the apartment, and let's just charm person and fucking ask him. Let's just fucking get the whole plot beforehand. I love it. That's why D&D is great. I absolutely love it. Fun session. I'll have more lore stuff ready in this area before next time, but I think also we want to do a little bit of organic discovery in the world of those things. As Kevin and I are building it. So I won't be doing too much of that, but if there's specific things you guys want to do for backstory stuff, then let's do that. But otherwise, for Monsters, guys, we'll see you next weekend, and we'll have another one in a couple weeks for this new Questing Society stuff. I'll probably also shoot like logo ideas and shit at you guys, because my brain's on that kind of stuff, and we can start going from there.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
All right,
Cool.
gentlemen.
Also, I'm going to be doing in episode commercial stuff. So if you guys want to get with doing, having each of us do one, so we can kind of start peppering that in for little interstitials in between. I think starting off like episode 1 or 2, we want to do that. So I'll get with you guys on that if you're free for doing that, or if you're even up for doing that. But
That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, take it easy.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks for the session, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Hell yeah.
See you.
Yeah.